What's up, everyone? It's the Nutshell Show, episode 28. What's up? Kyle is back. Yeah. Okay.
That was like a weird. Oh,
that was intentional. I was using voice mod.
Say.
Have you updated the new voice mod yet?
I have not. Cause I haven't heard that
it's sick. They finally got the beta out of the old. The old version, so they had a new one, so I was all testing out everything. It was fun. It was cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I need to update that then.
And then Kyle's back from Wyoming. We'll have to see some of your pictures of he visited Kevin while he was out there. I'm just kidding. He brought Kevin with him. It was pretty funny, actually. He has some pretty good shit.
Yeah, let me get that pulled up while we're
You should have filled out like
get cops up.
Oh yeah, does my shit still work? Hold on, I'm actually to try that real quick. Let's see, full screen Roy. I'm a little tiny guy. Look at it. I'm a little guy over here. Over here, guys. Yeah, I'm a little guy over here. I'm a little guy. It's so funny. Let's see. Okay, I went back to the right one. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix me. While you're pulling stuff up, we're just going to be in a black square real quick. I'm going to fix my little icon down here.
What the problem?
Okay. I'm going to make you square now that I got the new camera and everything. Hopefully this thing doesn't overheat something, though.
Yeah, that's one thing you probably haven't had the chance to figure out yet, have you?
Yeah. If this can make a whole entire show without overheating. Let's do 200. Yeah. I think yours is a little wider, so maybe 175. 175.
So I don't get the
full
screen unless I do. Yeah, you're close.
I'll shrink that down to. Oh, actually, I could just go here. Just put this over on top.
There you go.
And then put this next to here. Oh yeah, that's the same. Okay, cool. Monitoring. Can I copy this over to the full screen with Kyle? Reference. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Put this over here and then delete. Yes. Okay. So if you go full screen, does it?
Yep. Oh, you're gonna see a loop.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So the chat, though, needs to get fixed. I'm going to fix this real quick. So what was the chat resolution? The chat resolution is 300. No. Properties. 500 by 500. Okay. Cool. Oh, actually, I can just copy this over, right? Copy chat. Copy chat to full screen. Paste. Chat right there. Delete this chat. Okay. All right. And I could probably, yeah. Let's put this over with Kyle, right? Yeah, paste reference. Move chat down. Delete chat. Okay, that's better. Okay, so.
Sweet.
Did you want to show some shit for a second?
Sure. So the trip started out with this guy.
Oh my god. Okay, so what's going on with this guy?
I have no idea. I just saw him in a magazine. I thought it was funny.
He's
So I had to take a picture.
If it was like 2020 and you were wondering what Jesus looked like, that would be like, I think that'd be Jesus right there.
We're doomed.
That would be El Jesus.
Stuck in the 80s. El Jesus. There we go. Can I do this? Oh yeah. So it started with Kevin too.
Oh yeah, he's
Waking
laying
up.
in bed. Nice.
Getting ready for the day. Then we made it to Montana.
I think we should just, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Center to screen. Oh,
Yep, so
no, that's not it.
there you go. That's a takeover.
Is there a way to like not have it move? Oh well. Like I want to center the screen, but not. Anyways, that's fine.
Oh, on my side?
No, the chat. I was like trying to figure out a way to like center it without. Oh, center vertically. No, that doesn't do it either.
I wish I could get rid of this bottom bar in Skype.
Oh, your bottom bar?
Oh, fit and crop video. I didn't know you could do that. Right click see full video, or you can fit and crop. I've been trying to do that forever. I never knew you could right click and do that. Holy shit. Well, that changes things. Whoa.
Oh, you know what I can do? Is I can. Hold on. I'm going to transform.
No, it's a problem?
Center vertically. Go to properties. No, go to transform. Look at position. Is it 578? Yeah, 578. Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. So then I can.
It was not.
What's up?
Responding to Lulu.
Oh, is he? Oh, Kyle wasn't ravaged by wild animals. I see. Center vertically, and then not that one. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna do one
bar or whatever.
One bar. Yeah, let's do that.
There you go.
And then transform, edit transform. 578 centered, and then crop the top, maybe 20. Nope, too much.
Too much.
Nope, 5. Yeah, 5's good. Move that down one notch. Sweet. Transform, edit transform, 578. Okay, cool. Now we got the chat in there and full screen action. All right, so yeah, Kevin's along with us. Nice.
Yep.
White markers represent. Just like crop that out in Photoshop. White markers represent.
Oh my god.
State law, move over.
Huh. Interesting.
It has like a white cross on it too. I love that. It's like you could have just.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even read the rest. Highway fatalities. Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, white markers present a bunch of people died on this
Death.
highway, so sorry about that. It's death.
Real star of the show.
Damn, the real star of the show.
So
you just had him in the car? You just took him around with you wherever you went?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No, I carried him around the national parks and almost everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a friend in need.
Friend in need is a
Kevin
friend
was
indeed.
Friend in me.
I don't know.
So at this, to give context, although that's funny because that's me.
Oh god.
To give context, we're in this store not too long after, like right over the border, and then there's like basically what I would consider antiques that's probably older than you and I.
Oh my god.
Like some of the stuff is
look
not.
At the fuses.
But like,
Holy
look at
shit.
This.
Like, is that even?
I know. Look at that packaging.
Wow.
And it's like, this is new. This is like old. That tape's new. These latches and shit are old. It's like, what the fuck is going on? This flashlight,
that does not
that's
work.
like LED.
Wow.
How does that say LED?
That looks like a fucking. It looks like it's from the 1900s. Dude, for sure. And it says LED on it. Wow.
That's new. I saw this. I didn't pay attention to the packaging, but that is. I wouldn't.
But maybe it was like before its time. It was like a LED flashlight before there was like maybe really so. LEDs were big.
Because that
looks way too old to be like.
It's way too old.
New.
Obviously. See, it's just a hodgepodge of things, and then what I went by earlier.
Is that just trimmer? Oh my god! There's cord for weed whacker in there. That was amazing.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. That
just
too.
in case you.
So weird.
Just in case you needed a terminal for your battery, an LED flashlight, and you needed a weed whack, then
and you also need to replace your light socket.
Yeah.
So, at the same time.
As well as latch. Dude, this is like. This definitely looks like a serial killer starter kit. Like, this just seems like a lot of what the fuck is Wisdom Wonder Baiter? Wisdom Wonder Baiter? What? All right, I'm looking this up. The fuck is a Wonder Baiter?
Wonder bait? Don't wonder bait, kids.
Yeah, you might go blind. Wisdom Wonder Baiter. Wisdom Wonder Project. I don't know. I can't even.
Well, is it not
I can't even
find
anymore? That. What the fuck is a Wisdom Wonder Baiter?
Let's see if we can go back to it. Does it say anything? Wisdom Pack Station.
Can you zoom in and then enhance?
Sorry, this is all the pixels you got, bud.
Enhance. It's
as much as before it says no.
It just looks like something to stab someone with. It says Wisdom Pack Station.
Wisdom Pack Station? Yeah, I have no idea.
It does appear that he's like standing in front of a line of fish or something, so it must be something. Obviously, it's like a bait hook, something or another. I don't know.
It's painful. So then I saw this. I don't know what's going on in these photos. I didn't take a photo of all of them, but it's like trolling for mountain lions. We'll work for ammo, and then whatever the fuck's going on down there. I just thought it was funny, but mostly this because it's like, there we go, that's me.
That is amazing. We'll work for ammo.
What else do we have?
That is you.
Oh yeah, that's the.
Got some pop beer and ice over here.
You got a bit of everything. Oh damn it, my cord for my headphones.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Wyoming. So Wyoming. Well, I think it's Montana, but big sky country. It's kind of crazy. Like the sky does just seem like unlimitedly like vast out in those outer cities. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it does. Some random road shots, I guess. Nothing good. Just bored, I guess, in the car. Oh yeah, I have this on film too. I've yet to develop it, but I have it where he's the other way, but on mine.
I didn't realize that like Kevin was chilling up there. That's pretty funny.
Yep, it's hidden.
It's like you're just up in the rafters. Oh, did you set your camera up?
Yeah, I did.
I was gonna say I don't think like your parents' phones have like bokeh like that.
No.
That's your. Is that your cell phone though?
This is
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, this is. And then
you're
like
just
I do have a film version.
Troll under the bridge.
Yeah, just under the bridge. So it's like if I'm homeless, this is Kevin's the only thing I got.
Yeah, Kevin. Sure.
Can be a food container and a drink container. Oh, this is just outside the hotel in West Yellowstone. This is.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty postcardy.
I don't even know. This is pretty good. Oh, this is the park. I was like, I don't even know where this is. Where did we stop and do this? This is in the park. I just forgot. It's not as vibrant. But this is like a hot spring. Well, I wouldn't call it that, but super hot water that you would not want to get into.
Oh, really? Damn.
Water. Yeah. Some people carried around a laser thermometer.
Just
I
to
don't know
see
for what
like how
reason.
hot shit was.
I guess so.
So that water right there, you couldn't get in. Like that was.
No, not
Yeah.
this one. No.
Was it pretty
sure.
hot in general there? Like just
Oof.
daily?
It was. I mean, outside in general was like 80s, 90s, late night, or yeah, in the 90s. So on average, probably. So I mean, on top of that, the water's God knows what. So
Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't want to get in it. On top of everything, just a waterfall at some viewpoint. Oh, just one.
No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up, dude.
Skype. Yeah, it looks like our Skype froze up for a good solid minute.
Oh, okay, cool. Now we're back.
Oh, now we're back? Okay. That was weird. It was
Yeah,
just
we're good. It's
lights
fucking
out.
Skype
Okay.
being Skype.
Yeah, I don't know if you said anything, but yeah, this is drinking from the spring of Kevin, and then I noticed you like we're still, so I didn't say anything more. Just kind of like, hello.
Yeah, I was like, hold up. Wow. Oh, you were just drinking
But yeah,
from the spring of Kevin.
yeah, but I actually wasn't drinking.
I
the
would
water.
hope not. I don't
like,
think you would ever
it looks
drink
like-
anything coming out of. Ooh, nice. Next to
No.
the geyser. I haven't even seen these yet. These are all like new ones.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't send you every single one.
Oh my
This
god.
is like another thing in the back. So I was carrying around this mug. I don't know if
Oh
there's
my
shots with
God.
people on it, but I mean, there's tons of people here. I'm carrying around a film camera in one hand and a Kevin mug in the other, and it was great.
Did you get some? Did you actually get some film camera stuff?
Yeah, I had some left over, so I thought it would be a great time to use it. And I should have brought my other roll too, and I only brought one. So I don't know why I didn't bring both of them because might as well used it all, but fuck it. So
Yeah.
So I got some chemicals now to develop it whenever I can, but I'm not going to develop the film because I don't want to just develop like a couple rolls and then, you can do up to 24 rolls or whatever, or probably about half that in medium format. So I don't want to like just do 2 or 3 and waste it. Plus chemicals aren't good for the environment, so it's like stupid. So I'm just going to wait it and just get more film and like find something to shoot around here and develop it all at once someday.
Yeah.
Hopefully no lights are turned on in the process.
I know, right?
This is just, I don't know, something blue. Looks cool. This is actually pretty cool.
Damn. That is rad.
Yeah, a lot of clear kind of water. I don't know what this is, a lagoon.
And
I don't know
how
what you want to
deep
call
are
it.
some of
It's
these?
like
Do you
a
know?
lake. We don't know. Some of them went pretty far. I mean, some of them wasn't like but 10 feet down or whatever, but you could tell it's further, of course, than that.
Yeah.
Just a smoking hole. Just
Is that
some
one
sort of
where
hole.
like water used to be or something? Maybe. Probably.
Maybe so. I'm not sure of all the geology of all this. This is just great because it's me. And I'm gonna take a photo of something stupid, and then get a close up of it.
It's funny because it like totally would be your mom. Oh, Kyle! Off to the side. Oh my God!
Right
You're about to die.
And then just
And
I
then you
love
have your
how
film camera
it's
as well, which is classic.
Oh my God, that is. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed the camera, but I didn't register. That is true. That's a good point.
That looks like
I like how
a
this dude's
Leica. He's just like
fuck.
he's got like he's got like a $10,000 camera. It's just a Leica. It's fine.
You just don't care. Don't rescue the kid. Just rescue the camera and sell
Yeah.
it on eBay.
She's like pointing. She's like pointing at the camera. You can see she's not
The
pointing.
camera.
She's not pointing at him.
Yeah.
She's like the camera. No, the camera.
I just told you shouldn't have worn those stupid socks.
Oh my God.
Another lagoon thing. Another steaming thing.
And this all smelled like shit, right?
like
That's
thing.
crazy.
Pretty much like sulfur.
Could you walk out or no? This was probably protected, right? You couldn't walk that close to that.
I mean, you could, but you're not
wouldn't want
supposed to, and you probably wouldn't want to. So it's the other two things. This was, I don't know this one was called, but this one was going off. Is pretty cool. And then I don't think I have a shot of it because I didn't really get shots of people. I try to avoid that, so I don't really have anything of how busy it is. Of course, so all my stuff looks like, oh, nobody's here. This is great. No, that's not the case. There's tons of people there.
Did you guys go to Big
But on
Bertha or whatever you call that thing?
Old Faithful, yeah, we did. And it was
Old
Old Faithful
Faithful,
needs to
Big
put down.
Bertha,
Same
whatever.
diff.
Same thing.
Old Faithful needs to put down because there's bison everywhere and people getting close to them, like really close. Some people.
Oh,
It's like, go.
jeez.
Yeah. Of course, I stayed within like the 25 yards, like you're supposed to, because I'm like, yeah, I mean they're chill, but I'm not fucking with that. Some of them you could tell, like I swear they put feeding areas because you can't really tell in this photo, I guess, but it is like it was carved out. Like this dude, or some of them have been laying here, like consistently forever. And it's
Yeah,
almost like too perfect to an extent. You're like,
that's true.
I
Yeah.
also store it during the evening. This does look cool when we were driving by. By the time we got back, the lighting was behind, and bright lighting and water doesn't work good with any camera. So
Was it just like a
this would have
really
looked cool.
shallow waterfall? Like,
Yeah, it was kind of like all this water going down here, and it's like this
that's cool.
buildup of whatever this is. So it actually looked cool, just not in this lighting. Even in person, didn't. It looked about like this, like pretty much like, meh, okay, it doesn't look cool now. It did.
Yeah.
Another one, don't know which one this was called. This is actually Old Faithful, and I missed it because I was getting a shot on my film camera before I got a shot here, and this was towards the end of it. But it really wasn't any better than some of the others. I'll show you here in a sec.
Does it go off every? I don't know anything. I don't know much about it. The
Yeah.
Old Faithful situation.
They actually have an app that has like estimated times, so it's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
But Old Faithful isn't probably the best. It's just the one that goes off the most frequent. We kind of got there on the tail end. And of course, there's a fuck ton of people, and I'm just like pushing through the crowd. I'm like, fuck you guys, I don't care. You get dirty looks. I'm like, oh, whatever. But I'm not a dick about it. I just like I would get in front of them, then I'll kneel down. So it's like I'm not blocking your view. Like I'm just want to get a shot and dip
Yeah.
which I did. But I'm not a big fan of the touristy stuff. This was actually one of my favorite things because there was a trail, a bike trail that we ended up taking to get to Diana, I don't know, D something geyser. And we waited there probably for 45 minutes or so, maybe even longer before it went off. But this was on the way to it, and this was one of my favorites because it looks like there's just a trail that's kind of gravel, but it doesn't. It's like you're going on a hike, almost. So I like that. This picture map because believe it or not, the navigation or markings for any of these places suck at national parks. It seems a very common theme. Like Oregon trails are marked better, which is pretty
weird.
sad.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you're getting like you get a map, it doesn't have anything. It doesn't have all this on there. It doesn't tell you how to get there. It doesn't tell you that this was the bike trail we walked on and all this stuff. You just get like, it looks like this could be a road or something. You don't know. But when you get to these maps that are posted, like, in the ground or whatever, at certain places, they're a lot more detailed. So it's like, that's fucking backwards. Okay.
And then,
so yeah, I would always take pictures of it. But
why do the geysers go off? Like, what makes it go off at a certain estimated time? Like, what happens during an explosion of a geyser? Do you know? And he's gone. The most important question of them all, and I lost him. See if we can.
And then it went off. I think it goes on. Oh crap.
Yeah, so Skype, I know. Lou's like, I want to know the answer. Skype like took a dump for like another minute.
Yeah, nice.
All right, I'm gonna end the call and then call me back, or call me back.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if this is better.
Video going.
Okay, there we go. All right, tell us why the geyser goes off again.
I said I have no idea.
Oh, you have no idea? Okay, that was a long minute of no idea, but yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. No, I was like, I don't know. I didn't look it up myself, so. Heat? Science, bitch.
Heat, science, bitch.
That's all I can tell you.
No.
Heat and science, bitch. But I did say this was Riverside, which is pretty cool because it's right here because it's near a river, so it was one of my favorites as well. Also pretty busy, people all behind us and stuff, but we managed to get a spot there because we waited there for a while. It goes off for like 20 minutes. Pretty cool. I just got several photos on my phone. Got like one shot on film.
That's crazy that it's like so timed. Like you can just wait
Yeah, it
there
is.
and then it goes off. And is it really loud when it goes off? Does it like make a steam release noise or?
It's just like a big whoosh.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a, you know,
Yeah.
kind of. It's kind of like how you think it would sound, just water coming out of a hole. Um,
Do you have to stay pretty far back from some of them? I mean, like, could you get like sprayed?
yeah. You'll get mystified. I don't know. If you're, yeah, you might feel something like mist, but it's not hot because they're pretty far away. They don't, of course, they don't let you go right next to them.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, I mean, this is pretty realistic. Like that's one thing I like about phone cameras too nowadays. Like they've, I guess could be good or bad, is when you take a photo with them, they're so, to scale.
Yeah.
And it's nice because if somebody asks that question, you're like, this is about what you'd see with your eyes. I mean,
Yeah.
you're looking through this, of course, because it is more narrow, but it is about the same distance and looks about the same, which is pretty cool. So this is about what you see. Of course, a bit more peripheral, of course, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Sick.
And that's one thing I like about using my phone versus having to bring a camera with all the lenses. You get too creative with that shit. I'm pretty sure you've been there, but I find that a bit annoying. I actually like having something with one thing and just using what I've got.
Yeah, I was I was looking at the EF line because I was like, oh, I have a little bit more money, so maybe I should get like one more lens for my M50. And
it is nice to have a zoom, but
what's up?
I said it is nice to have like a versatile zoom on hand, I guess, like a kit lens. But
it would, but sadly, the 18 to 55 is like a decent amount. I mean, unless I was going to get like a, 50 to 200 or something, 55 to 200 or something, like the standard. But I was like, that's another kit lens, So I was like, what should I get that's like not a kit lens? And as a landscape person, if I'm going to go back and do landscape, it seemed like the only M lens that I could care about was the 11 to 22. Which would just give me like fucking hella wide, I mean, it'd be good for like, but it is f4, at the bottom, and that's not very fast, but whatever. Yeah, so, but I think I'm gonna pick it up. It's like $320 for the 11 to 22. So
yeah, the M lenses are pretty cheap, I remember, and that's similar
cheap.
With the food. Yeah. Which is great. That's what attracted me to any system like that, and APS-C in general. It's like it costs money, but if you actually will use it, and if anything, it'll probably sell well if you keep care of it, what you do, or keep the box and everything. You can actually maintain most of the money back, if anything. But yeah, it's cheap to get into. It's not like you're investing thousands of dollars for a fucking lens that you're like, I don't know. It's that's what I love about these systems and these cameras for sure. So it's a good choice in that realm. But yeah, I mean, I was forced to work with my camera most of the time. I mean, not my camera, my cell phone most of the time, and my film camera, which they're both fixed. And film, of course, is a bit more of a slow down process. I would always like anticipate where things were going to be and just take the photo and be like, okay, this is it. Hopefully I'm not messing it up. I didn't have a tripod. I should have brought one.
What do you
I didn't want to bring anything big.
What speed film do you use?
I used 100.
100, yeah, because it's like broad daylight. You would want to use 100 for sure. Yeah.
People actually say Portra 400 for landscape is their go-to, which I had used before as well. And it actually is a very good, like, versatile. I'd actually recommend that even more if you're going to be doing kind of what I was doing here, walking around and being in unknown conditions, because it's good. It's fast enough for the lower light stuff, and then slow enough where you can kind of work with it, especially if you have NDs, which I was using the Raleigh camera, the Rolleiflex, so there might be NDs for it, but it has like a bayonet mount thing.
Yeah.
But of course I wasn't into all that. I just wanted to bring it to be quick, or well,
I mean, 400 is pretty, joke, but I mean, it's just, 400 is pretty good, right? Because it's like your base ISO. So it's like, okay, well, if you're in the shade, then you don't have to drop your shutter speed down to like a shutter speed where you still couldn't hand hold it, or if it was like a cloudy day or whatever, you could still hand hold and do like 130, 160, 180, and just, or whatever, probably, and still be able to like capture something without having to go down to like 120 to expose properly. But how do you know how to expose properly? Is there an electronic exposure scale on the camera?
There's one on the camera. I don't use it, but I'll actually show you. I just use a traditional, like, I don't know if this will pull in focus or even show it all,
so
but I just use like
one
this
on your
camera.
phone.
It looks weird.
Okay.
Yep. So I just use that. I would like change whatever to whatever, and it basically, I don't know what mode you'd call that, but it only allows you to, it doesn't allow you to change independently. You have to select which one of these you want to lock per se. So in this case, like my aperture's locked, but I would choose my aperture. I can change that to, of course, like f11 or whatever. So it would tell me, hey, here's what you can use as your shutter, and that's just all I did. I kept it simple. You just set your ISO, of course. In my case, that's also locked because it's film. I didn't change the film, didn't have different film. And it turns out the ISO 100 it's good. That's what I had because it was a bright, sunny day. Here, it looks like in this photo, there's a bit more clouds. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be at 400 if you had NDs.
Well, what's your max shutter speed though?
On the Raleigh, it's only like 500.
Oh shit! So 400, you would have been screwed unless you had NDs. That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I actually had it because it only goes up to 500 and it does go up to f22. Now my big
that's true. You could have just do high aperture. I forget that you would.
I know there's
and you'd want to anyway for landscape unless you really want a bokeh. But
for medium format too, it's like even more forgiving. I don't know how these. I haven't really tested it. I don't know how these lenses. The lenses on the Raleigh is really good actually. It's like a Carl Zeiss lens, and it's like when you get any fixed thing, it's meant for that camera, so it's going to be really like tuned for it or whatever you want to say. But I don't know how good it is, like diffraction wise, down to f22. I don't think I've tested it too much, but
that's true.
I know people.
Yeah.
People shoot
I mean, you wouldn't want to go to
like
20. Yeah. I mean, I think most cameras, they say, like don't really go over 16. I never really went over 16 just because, you start getting, I can't even remember the terms anymore. I'm like losing it. Is it diffraction? I think it is diffraction.
I think it is diffraction, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Or something
You just start getting like a softer image after. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even on my G7Xs, like I don't go over f8 because they're so small sensors, I don't fuck with that. So, yeah.
F8's pretty much the golden spot for full frame, but I think even medium format guys, I've seen some of those guys that shoot film as well, will push that thing to like 30. And even that's just what they use because they want to use a slower shutter speed, maybe even with an ND with a higher speed film, but it still looks sharp, like very sharp. So I guess medium format's different, and maybe film is slightly, I mean, it doesn't really light and diffraction. Diffraction, you can't avoid it, but maybe it's just somehow less sensitive to it. I don't know. I actually wanted to look that up of like, why can you shoot 22 and on medium format? And it's like, oh, that's no big deal. But on anything less than that, it's like, oh, don't go that far. Full frame cap, like 16, that's like 8 to 16 is the sweet spot. And then on APS-C, it's 5, 6, and then anything smaller, it's like you don't want to be wide open,
I mean, at the absolute, if you're looking for the absolute sharpest, then APS-C is 5, 6. I would say full frame, you could go up to 16. Well, like 5, 6, like ultimate sharpness, but like you can go up to f8 without having any diffraction on an APS-C. But like full frame, you can go up to f8. So clearly, it has something to do with the sensor and how it receives the light as well. And also, I mean, the lenses are much bigger anyways, like for full frame, there's more light. So I think it's more talking about the full frame lenses and the APS-C lenses and like the way that the light bends around the aperture blade. That's what diffraction is. So it's just the way it bends around it. So it would make sense that medium format lenses being even bigger, letting even more light in, would have a little bit more forgiving apertures and diffraction.
That does make sense. And if you think about the openings too, like on this lens, it's size of a quarter. It's like that, it's really small. So I think that's another big thing too. And usually full frame's like woof. And then medium format's about the same as full frame on some extent. But a lot of those lenses are the ones I have ever used are older and fixed, or traditional lenses. Like on my Mamiya, it's a 90 millimeter, which is actually equivalent to a 50 millimeter. So that's another thing that's interesting in medium format. They still use, it seems like full frame is the standard. So your 90 is a 50. It's like kind of gets confusing. So, and then on my Rolly, it's a 75. So it's like a nice happy middle. Honestly, if you're shooting medium format, the Rolly is a great camera. So is like a Pentax. I see a lot of people use a Pentax 645D, I think it's called. And it's more like a traditional, I mean, it's a big ass camera, but it's like a traditional SLR where it's much more functional. But the Mamiya and even Rolly, sometimes it's like, because it's all backwards. You have the focusing screen. It's great, but it's not that functional. But again, I don't take this seriously. So for me, I'm not doing this to make money. So I'm sure there's still plenty of people who shoot film and make money with it, but most people are just going to invest in a good full frame camera and be done, so that way they can pop an SD card in or CF card in and be on their way.
Yeah,
Start
sure.
developing or start processing. They still call it developing sometimes.
So is that
is
that the one picture where it's wide? Is that a panorama then, stitched with your phone?
Yep, panorama.
It's amazing. You don't like. There's no lines or distortions. It's a pretty good job. It's pretty incredible.
There's
like I don't see any like stitching artifacts at all. That's pretty nuts, man.
This one's actually probably one of the best ones I've seen, because there's times where you'll be on your phone, you won't notice it, and then you'll come
look
back
on your computer and you can see it.
You'll look like maybe certain places. I'm gonna use this as example, like right here or like here, and you'll notice like, oh, there's a little bit of anomaly, but this one actually is probably one of the most perfect ones, if not the most perfect panorama that the phone has done. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I guess it makes sense.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Where at?
It's left, go left with your mouse. Left, stop.
Uh-huh.
Right. Keep going right. Stop, move down to the sand from there. You'll see it.
Oh, I see. You're right. Good eye.
I was like, damn it, where is it? I know there's a stitch mark somewhere.
It's gotta be somewhere. Yep. That's a very well hidden one. That's a good.
That's pretty good though. It's pretty good. I mean, like, and
is
the stitch down below though? Can you tell down below?
It looks like I think it's like right here.
It's probably just right there. Down below, I don't see any stitch issues, but I didn't zoom in on it.
If I go back to 100%, then you can.
So
like,
go down below and see if it like did it down below. No, I don't think it did.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah, that's odd.
The weird thing is it stitches like that. It's usually at the top of the frame, middle to top of the frame on my phone, at least.
But the clouds are fine though on that same line though. So it's like really weird that it did it just right on the sand, but on the clouds, like if you follow that line, the clouds up above don't have any issues.
Like right.
Yeah, exactly. There's no like exactly. So it's kind of weird that it happened right there. And the trees are fine too, which is weird. So yeah, it's odd.
That is crazy. Yeah, it's weird how it stitches and how it chooses things. I keep doing that. Stop it. That's not a noticeable one though. I mean, now that I see it, like I can go right to it every time. But
yeah.
That's like still the best one I've seen. It was almost perfect. And this is a normal photo of the same thing. It's just shows you how like clear this is. It's pretty crazy.
That's amazing. But it's kind of fizzling though, right? Or was there wind? Or is it just kind of move like that?
It's definitely moving. Yeah, probably because of the heat.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be wind too. I can't remember. I think it was a bit windy. I'm sure both. But yeah, this is a bunch of iron going that way. It's pretty crazy. Oh, you can definitely see. I see a stitch line right there.
Yeah.
This one wasn't my best.
That's hard though to make like something that wide.
That's a hard one. Yeah.
You kind of have to have just like, which would be weird to have like a phone on a tripod, but you kind of still like it would be good to have like a phone on a pivotal, one that just pivots.
Yeah. That is a good point. I mean, I'm still impressed by I don't know what the camera does. I'm pretty sure it does multiple photos, but I'm still always impressed by the DR and these things. I mean, just look at the clouds, like it has just the right amount of pop, but it's not like 255, it's not blowing out. It just looks, I keep doing that. It just looks really fucking good. And this is a normal photo, of course.
Yeah.
This is
that's pretty cool.
A big lake. This is really cool.
Is that another lake that you can't like swim in because it's too hot?
This
that would be crazy if like a lake that big, you're like you get in it, it's like 90 degrees.
Man, that would suck because this one was actually really cold. But yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's
bro. Got a nice I love that. He's like, I'm going to take a shit. I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah.
And I'm lazy as fuck, so I'm just going to shit where I nap. It's fine.
And our car this is out the car window. So, that shows you.
I think you're right. They probably do feed a little bit close to the road just to kind of give people an experience.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's all like drooling and shit.
All drooling and shit. It's got to be hot as fuck, though, to be a bison in the summer. You're like, oh, God, it's fucking hot out.
You have all these idiots taking photos of you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I know. It's like a damn zoo.
This is, you're right. This is like, no problem. Oops. Oh, that's cool. Grand Teton. That's what it is.
There we go.
I was looking up what that was.
Oh, that's one of the Grand Tetons. Nice.
Yep.
Did you
That's what
guys
this
go over
is.
there or no?
We did, yeah. This was like near our picnic spot that we chilled out at. Had to get
Love
Kevin
it.
there, you know.
Oh, damn, that's sick. I'd love
This
to just
is
like take a boat right over there.
yeah, it would be cool, and you can see how clear the water is down here
Yeah,
too.
it's
You can see the rocks through.
crystal
It's
clear. It's nuts.
pretty awesome. Yeah, we kind of were on like this. Is it a gravel path? No, it was just like a little dirt path, and you could cut over, you know, and go down. Pretty steep. No big deal for me though. Of course, done worse here, but you get down to where this is, and it was a cool view like this. Another panorama. This one actually also did pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's some stitching.
You
I'm just
didn't,
surprised how sharp it is.
oh yeah, the trees look kind of wonk on the right.
They are, yeah.
You did you watch it all, the Down to Earth Zac Efron on Netflix? Have you watched any of those?
I have not.
Okay.
I've seen it on the feed.
Yeah, so it's a
Mhm.
really cool show about like different shit in the world that's going on and like different ideas. And there's this one episode that's all about water and how water like like what we drink is like ultra purified and shit, and we're all like obsessed with purification, but like really like the electrolytes and like the amount of minerals and things like that that are in the water, especially like places like that, is what's essential to our body. But yet we, you know, tout like basically having distilled water is like the best thing we could possibly do.
Oh, it's not.
But yeah,
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's really incredible. Like there's this one that's all about how all the water is from like in Iceland, and how all the energy, like Iceland's almost completely self-sufficient on energy alone, just on thermals and everything else. It's pretty amazing. They just go to all these different places, and they basically like refute and like talk about how bad especially America sucks at certain aspects of life, and how it's been done so much better in other areas, whether it's like you know, plants, minerals, water, electricity, travel, you know, just overall like health. Like they talk about the blue zones, which are areas where there's the highest concentration of people that are 100 years and older that are like alive and well and working like, and like what they're doing differently than what we're doing. So it's a pretty cool show. You'll have to watch it. But yeah, it just reminds me a lot of that, of just like, you know, you go to these places that this water is so crystal clear and incredibly like untouched and amazing. And like, you know, you go anywhere in America and it's just garbage. So
Yeah, it's or Asia's maybe.
Yeah.
Or it's like super overpopulated and stuff.
Yeah, and just
I have to watch that. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know if it was like a Zac Efron thing or if it, you know.
Yeah, it's funny because like, you see Zac Efron as in the title, and you're like, oh, this is just gonna be like a fuckboy show. But it starts out like, it's funny because you have to kind of watch it also as a filmmaker, and like if you were to make a documentary. And it starts out like, oof, you know, like you would watch it and you're like, damn, we could fucking edit this better. Like the first couple episodes, you're like, oh man, this is really rough. Like who fucking did this? And then after like episode 2 and 3, like after you get into like 3 and 4, it's like, oh, okay, actually you're doing pretty good. But initially you're like, oh God, man, the camera work is terrible. They got that shitty drone shots, you know, that like move weird ways. And you're like,
God.
So it's kind of weird, but like the content is really good. Like they did a good job at filming, and you know they talked about like it was funny. One of the main guys is like Zac Efron and this other guy. Halfway through the show, his house lights on fire from the California fires.
Man.
So yeah, I won't spoil it, but it's pretty crazy. Like he's like worried about his house because his house is within the fires, and they talked about fires and why they happen. And anyway, it's really interesting. But yeah, go ahead.
That's interesting.
That's a cool picture.
Yeah, this is Mormon Row. I think it's
Mormon Row.
I forget it, but Mormon something. Mormon Ho.
Mormon Row, is that what it is?
Mormon Row, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is called. And this is
no relation to like Mormons or anything crazy.
It is.
Oh.
I guess they came here in 1800 something, go figure, and they made a community thingy out of it and all helped each other out, I guess, and whatever. And I didn't read too much about it. I just mostly knew this was a spot that was popular because it was listed there. I was like, that looks fucking cool because, I'm getting a shot everybody else got. Actually, there was like all these different spots that you could take a shot at, and I didn't know where to really go, and I just did my own. I'm pretty sure people's taken the same similar photo. It's the same building, same background for sure, but I don't know which angle. I was like, oh, this looks good enough. And mostly there's people in this one, so actually the digital zoomed on my phone when I was doing this, because every time I wanted to take a photo on my film, like somebody would cut through in the front, like right there, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I'd get ready. I'm like, okay, steady up, and someone else walking by, I'm like, oh my god, stop.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Pissing me off.
Because there's a house in the Wallowas on the way there. If I Googled Wallowas, I'd probably find this exact same architecture where it has like this, slanted roof, and then like it kind of goes up in like that shape, that trapezoid or whatever shape that is, and then it goes off and fades off into another one. So I wonder if it's like a utilitarian thing, or if it's like snow, like it's just the best, shape to have for snow. It's just really interesting that they use
and they
that,
built it
that
here
shape.
for a reason as well, as to get away from the snow, speaking of, or something. They built on this side, and it was for the soil and yada yada yada. So there was definitely like, I mean, if I were fucking 1800s and saw this, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is my spot.
Yeah.
Bitches. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. But yeah, it's a homesteady thing. They built it themselves, and I don't know how long they were there, but it took them 30 years, I guess. So not necessarily a weekend project.
Yeah.
This is the other side of it. I guess this was something for the water, maybe, the irrigation kind of thing, but it was somewhere else, and I don't know. I didn't read too much into all this. I don't know what this building is. There was a house I didn't get a photo of that is more modern. Oh, and also flying by too is like there's an airport that runs across. So as you can imagine, as you're flying in, you're flying right by these mountains. It's like that must be a nice, like, welcome.
Yeah, not bad.
Damn. So, another shot of the house, and the outhouse, which is funny. It's like, of course, it's gonna have an outhouse.
Oh yeah, that's legit though. Love it.
It is. It's pretty cool. Oh, and this is back in Twin Falls, and there's like an area where you're not supposed to go to because it was blocked off with a fence that you could squeeze through. Well, I squeezed through. Oh, hello. So I squeezed through said fence and went down here. You couldn't go further, but I was like, man, if you were here and we had like, we could have probably wrapped down this like ledge, but we had to go through brush, but you could totally get like underneath.
Yeah. I'd have been all about that. Fun.
I know
me. I'd been like,
I was
like,
let's do this. We would have done it.
Yeah.
We've been planning it because it was so easy. There's like, it's a little rusty, but it's like cemented in, but it's poles that are thick. So you probably could have tied to that, or you would have looked at it and be like, figured it out real quick. But I don't have a photo of that, unfortunately. I didn't take a photo down there, so that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like they had stairs. Of course, I'm on like this platform as stairs were, and it's all crumbled, and the rest of it was just missing. So I guess that's why they closed it off. Well, didn't close it off too well. So of course I went down there and went as far as I could, and that was it. I didn't have gear. But it would be fun. It definitely, I was like, man, that's something I would do. And of course this, that tight shot of that, because I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I would have gotten down there. I'd have been fucking off on that one for sure. It'd have been, although you said that there was like some police or something, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, like that came right up because I was talking about it, and then it happened like as we were on the way back, probably like 15 minutes later.
Yeah.
So we were they were there, so.
Right. Audrey says hi. Audrey says hi. Yeah. Oh yeah, you cut your hair. Jessica cut her hair. She looks like a pixie now. She's got like she's got like the bowl cut kind of or whatever.
Oh yeah, like several inches or something.
Yeah, she just cut off like the. Oh, here she is. Ramp. You gonna show?
Or am I just gonna sit here and drink my dick? Oh whoa, that is totally different. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh yeah, I don't know what style that is, but.
Nice.
Your white balance went like, nope. It's all too pale.
Yeah, I changed the background to white because I was tired of having a different color than like you. So I put all my bulbs to white and behind me.
Oh, that's what you did.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because we kind of keep it. It's like really, this color is really bright. So, or is like really like white, and I don't really like white. I like softer. So like this is the background for the normal. Like this is normal, but when you said it's a white, it's salt and pepper, because I have the white in front of me is warmer, and then the background's whiter, so it kind of like offsets a little bit. It looks kind of nice. It's like the cinematic or something.
Yeah. I wish I could. I mean, I could make this one a bit better by repositioning it, but yeah, I wish I had like some background things. I wish it was better than what I got, but it's just soft enough looking. I'm like, fuck it. The biggest thing with me is its functionality. I just don't like it in my eyes. So the really short, like small lights are just really blinding unless you bounce it, which before looked fine, but then you get a lot of background, which I didn't want. So I'm like, so yeah, basically if I got a grid for this, it would be, or an egg crate, whichever you want to call it. Both same thing. I would be able to like kind of direct it down, maybe get a bit softer, and then not get the background. I just haven't. That's like another $70, and this light's pretty big, but that is the upside. But yeah, I don't see much of it other than just like the very few inches at the top of my head. So when you're mostly from when I'm gaming for this, I don't care.
Yeah, let me try to turn my background lights off. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I'm like you now. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah. I would have to get some, like you said, I'd have to get a grid or something like that to be able to.
Yeah, that light's hard to work with. I mean, it's great. It works fine. But yeah, it's like you don't have much choice because it's either going to be really bright in your face and really harsh if you turn it direct. But if you bounce it, then it's soft, but you get a bit more of the background. But I found out with that light, it was the best way to go. I'll go and switch back. So actually, that's the last of the photos. So go ahead and switch back to the thing, and I could put you over here. No, that is so much more comfortable.
To make it full screen. How's work been, Audrey? So we are no longer on Mixer. I've noticed that also this camera does using as a webcam, and I'm fine with it, but it does definitely have like a little bit of jitteriness to it, where it cuts like once in a while, like it'll be like cut, which is okay. I'm fine with it. I'm not like super like keen on spending another $100 to get a cam link and all that bullshit. So
how dare you?
Because then I'd have to get another USB port, another cable, it's not worth it to me right now. I'm just looking at stuff. So Rockstar's coming out with an update. Might as well. I was looking at my title. I was like, might as well talk about that for a second.
Might as well talk about the title, right?
Yeah, Rockstar came out with an update. They added a role called the Naturalist, which I'm sure is something related to being, I don't know, self-sufficient or something like that, right?
Oh, damn it.
OBS Twitch integration. New followers, new subscribers, cheers, bits. That's cool. Berator came out with it. An OBS Twitch integration. Oh, so the next show that we have on, willing to technology and restream, the next show that we have should be also on Facebook Gaming. I'm going to get us set up on that. So for Thursday. So we will be on 3 platforms again since Mixer is gone. The last day of Mixer was like, I think
22nd or so.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so we've been off of Mixer for a hot second. So since last week.
Yep. 22nd.
And yeah, so to get back on to a third platform, just so we can play the 3 is a magic number game. But I like know. How it's, what's up?
Oh, good. I was gonna say I like how it's like you could check out fb.gg. It's like that's almost like good game. It's like good game Mixer.
Good game Mixer.
We won.
I know that's weird. .gg, like really Facebook, you couldn't get like fb.com because I know you could, or whatever. I don't know. It seems weird. But I know Facebook typically on Restream is premium. However, so we'd have to pay. But I just briefly right before the show, because I was like, maybe I could just like create the profile in like 6 seconds, and of course I was like, that'll take an hour, so I don't want to do that. But when I checked it out, it was it appeared as if is an RTMP server type configuration, in which case Restream would allow us to add that kind of third stream to it natively without any problems, because the rest are all natively integrated, Twitch and YouTube. And I'm sure Facebook Gaming is natively integrated, so maybe it won't charge us to do Facebook Gaming, but we'll see. I don't know. If it does decide it wants to charge us, I think we can just do RTMP and be fine.
That's true.
That's a really good question.
I know.
I don't know yet. I haven't looked it up. So when I do look it up, I'll have a better answer for you. So
the biggest question is, how fast can we get banned?
Yeah, I think that is the bigger question, to be honest. Yeah, because like
even Twitch, I worry about now. It's like, damn, they're cracking down. Like before, they're like, oh, we're edgy, we're Twitch.
We got muted on one of our episodes because of supposedly an NCS song played and it ended up being copyright, and so we ended up getting muted for like the first 2 minutes of the show. And there, unfortunately, because of the way that works, I wasn't able to get the VOD, for it. And I think YouTube, it was like, I don't know if YouTube it was muted or not or something. I don't know. Some weird situation where I was like, well, that sucks because I can't get like a good quality VOD pulled from it because it was muted. So,
yeah.
But I would say, like, I think like moving forward, when I have my new computer, I could probably record and stream. On this one, I didn't really want to try to attempt to do that just because I didn't want to like take any chances that it would hose up or something weird. So
and I think the whole point too, we talked about that and we could have, but we didn't, because we're like, we might as well just stream to YouTube that we don't have to deal with it. But It seems like we still have to deal with it more often than not. It's like half the time you have to upload anyway, and the other half it's like, oh yeah, it was fine, so it's like, it's almost good to just start recording, because our idea of like, let's make things easier on ourselves, where there's like, you press record or press, stream, and we're good to go. And there's no commitment thing to it where we don't ever flake out, and not want to do it anymore or something. That was the whole idea, which has been working. But it sucks, when you lose an episode or two here and there, because.
Well, it was a situation where I think I went to use YouTube so there's a video a while back where we streamed, and it was the one where I was showing you Ron Ron from Parks and Recreation, and I was like showing you him.
Oh, really?
And of course that got flagged by YouTube because it was copyright. And then I submitted, I basically just trim anytime we have any copyright issues on YouTube. I just trim it out because I was like, I just don't care enough for that area. It's not worth it. So I just trim it out. Well, I tried trimming it like 7 times. I just kept doing it. And after like the 6th time, I just gave up. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll just download the VOD from Twitch and then upload that over to YouTube again and just delete the YouTube one. Well, I guess the Twitch VOD was like 720 or something. It didn't actually save it as 1080. And so I ended up getting this I ended up getting this 720 version. Or maybe I tried to download it from YouTube or something like that, because the VOD on Twitch, the Twitch VOD went away, right? Because it only lasts so long. So then I tried to download it from YouTube and then repost it. Well, it only did like 720, and then it was just a whole nightmare. So I was like, fuck, man. Oh, well. But on Lulu's defense, I actually did go through the process of doing like a, rebuttal or whatever, a dispute, where I was like, all right, everyone's saying fair use. So I'm just going to go on and try it and do the fair use thing. Well, I went on there, and sure enough, there is an option that says something about, this is a satire, or this is something where we were reviewing, we're talking about something, we're discussing something. So it allowed me to choose that option, and I actually trimmed off the sections anyways. They were already trimmed out, so I re-uploaded the VOD. The VOD posted fine. I then did the trimmings because it flagged it again, and then when I trimmed it, it actually was able to trim out the 2 sections. Or you know what I did? This is what I did. I went into the editor, of YouTube, and I did my own trim. That's what it was, because I tried to use the automatic trim, and the automatic trim kept failing. Well, it said it would finish, and then it wouldn't be actually trimmed. So I finally was able to use the editor and trim out the two things. So anyways, then I applied after I did that. I was like, because it still said when you trim using the copyright trimmer, then it removes your copyright strike. But when you trim using the YouTube editor, it doesn't know that you are trimming that for the copyright purpose.
That makes sense.
So I still had the copyright strike, even though I trimmed out the two sections that were copyrighted. So I went online, and when I went through the dispute process, I was like, all right, I'm going to dispute this out and say that it's not there anymore. Well, part of the dispute process was here are the fair use options that you can dispute. And like Lulu said, if you're either satire or you're explaining something or you're showing a segment for that purpose, then it's fine to dispute it in that way. So really all the times that we had to do the dispute, we could have won because I applied and won both of those disputes. And so both copyright strikes were removed. Granted, it could be because when you do a copyright strike dispute like that, it does go to the production house, so they see it, they see the difference. And in the comment, I said I trimmed it out of the video, so they might have approved it just solely based on the fact that I trimmed it out of the video, but it probably also could have been that it was fair use. So, so I don't know whether Lulu would have won or not. So stop getting a big head over it. It's not like you knew it, you didn't know it. Just kidding. Anyways,
watch me have a seizure and make my point.
Yeah, I'm stroking over here. All right.
I'm sure you are.
Hand check. Okay. There's like cum all over it.
I ain't putting up no hands.
I'm not putting up no hands. Yeah, so I need to read this real quick to see exactly what this Rockstar update is so I can move on from my title.
Not a problem. Actually, while you do that, I'm going to grab another beer.
I'm going to grab another beer. Beer. Well, while the asshole's gone from this show, how's everyone doing tonight? How's Aubrey doing? How's Lulu doing? Lulu, did you have a good rest of your show? Did you enjoy all of your bits? I hope you can cash out at some point. I'm just going to keep feeding you bits when you do shots so I can incentivize bad behavior. And then eventually you'll just be able to cash out. You'll just get like Aubrey. Good thing she's not here. Don't tell her that I called her Aubrey. Oh, you did cash out? Did you finally get enough to get some moolah? Rockstar Naturalist. Rockstar releases a massive update. I know, I'm terrible. They don't pay till mid-month, so I should be paid. How much are you gonna get? Well, Kyle, I love how Kyle gets like, he gets so, he's just so proud of himself because he thinks he's clever, and that's really good for you.
Yeah, it's great.
Hold on.
I love being clever.
I'm
funny.
I'm funny. Oh, it does work. Wow, that's interesting. That's fun.
Hey, caveat, or not to say caveat, it wouldn't be the correct term. The backlash is I got beer all over my hand. Got
all of your keyboard, all of your mic. Can't sell that mic anymore.
Probably can't.
I know.
Yeah, what?
COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
Actually, I did just get a bit of my monitor.
Oh, why is this not playing in my sound hole? What the
sound hole.
Fuck? Oh, is this because I'm eating? Is that what? No.
Maybe so.
It's not playing. Oh, is it playing on your side? It's like one of those. No.
No, I'm not hearing
because
it.
I have the computer muted for some reason.
Impressive variety.
Oh.
Okay, that was a whole
So
lot
always-
of that was a whole
always-
lot of action on Roy's computer that was muted this entire time.
Was eventful.
All right, let's try this now. Let's see what. Wow, is this actually like already out?
Seems like it.
Rockstar also now has the legendary animals unlocked through the free roam. So cougars, foxes, boars, wolves, bears, bison, elk, and more. And then you got.
I like how they.
Oh, you got an advanced
the
camera,
character.
by the way, whatever that means.
Hmm.
You have to like
Yeah, I
learn
like
how
how
to take a picture. That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
We'd already know.
But the characters, anytime they have like what's supposed to be your character in there, they're just standing there like. It's like they don't have to say. They don't say anything. It's like I'm playing GTA 3 all over again because that main character never in the story mode. There was no online back then, but never talked. He would just like nod. Except there's like no expressions on GTA 3 because it's fucking PS2. I don't know what, early 2000s.
Right.
So it feels like all over again.
right.
But I know they can't, like, it'd be weird to add voices, but I guess generic voices would be pretty bad too. Because then it'd be like you're playing Oblivion or something, like the Elder Scrolls. Like the voice acting is like really bad. There's like 5 people for
Look at this
Elder
camera.
Scrolls.
Everyone's got this camera right now.
It's pretty crazy.
I hope they make you choose your like ISO, shutter speed, and like aperture to get like certain pictures and shit. That'd be actually
How to
pretty
take
dope.
photos in Red Dead Advanced mode.
Yeah, so it says
No,
it says advanced camera.
talk-
I want to know what advanced camera is. Hold on. I'm going to find this out. So,
New on the Finder photo.
yeah.
How to use advanced camera for, like, that's the first result.
Oh, here we go. A first look at the nat. All right, we can check this out. Oh, shit. This is an ad.
Oh. Yeah, girl, bitches,
Best
funny,
underglow. Look at this.
jail, tattoos. I don't know what
Tattoos.
else. 2006. Yeah, 16 years
Oh
old.
my god, look at this ad.
This is bad.
Wow. Dude, I'm
like how, like,
totally getting this for my Toyota
Looking for a
Corolla.
smart car. No, smart car.
No, my smart car, dude. I'm gonna roll up in this shit. I just charged this guy like $1.50, by the way. So fuck you, One Up Lighting. All right,
I
sorry.
like how the kick on that was like basically blowing out. That's like,
I know it was just bad.
it's like really rappy. So bad.
Advanced camera is $540. Oh, look at this shit.
That's gonna
Oh,
cost some.
damn. That is hell advanced.
Ooh, Instagram filters.
Oh, damn. You can pick your film? No way. I like how it's like, look at this. It's like
Hard on.
R2 is zoom because you had zoom, you know?
You totally.
Oh, you had a
Zoom back then.
self-portrait back in the day, too. Definitely had one of those. Just put it in self-portrait mode. This is the advanced camera. Wow.
It's a joke. I was like, man, this is gonna be a joke.
There's like
I know
4
it.
plus signs. Oh, yeah, no, you could definitely do that. Definitely zoom like that.
And you can also like mind control your camera. Too.
Yeah. This is great. And then change filter, yeah. Just it's what's in front of the lens, you know? You just pop a different filter on there and, old-timey filters, right?
Back then changing filters or putting Vaseline on your lens.
Holy shit. So you could do, oh yeah. So this is self-portrait mode. You can change your pose and your expression. Oh yeah, that's deep. That's a deep expression. I like that. It's really good.
Is that rock, paper, scissors?
What is that? There was a rock, paper, scissors. You have to
amazing.
unlock that though. That's advanced rock,
Oh,
paper,
God.
scissors. That's
You
not
have to pay
that's not
Rockstar
regular rock, paper,
$40.
scissors. It's advanced.
You have to pay $40 on top. Look how many gold bars that dude has.
941. Good lord. Yeah, dude totally has he's totally
It's fucking
G'd out.
baller.
Yeah. All right, let's
Either
go.
Rockstar gave it to him or he's just like one of those people.
Let's go back here. Let's take a look. So we have animals.
I've been in the field now for 3 years, studying the hidden
Hey, shut up.
interconnections between animals of all.
Flying fuck. All
No
right.
one asked your opinion, lady.
So also announced Outlaw Pass number 3, which you can net up to 40 gold bars, mods to your weapons, new outfits, camp upgrades, and more. It'd be good to have a camp that didn't have like a fucking picnic table and that's it. 250 fixes,
ghetto, man.
balancing adjustments, general improvements. Wow. I might actually be able to play on my Nook for once. Just kidding. I finally was able to play when I disabled the video card for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Good times. FS chat. All right. So we talked about that. Sony came out with a new camera. Everyone's talking about it. Go and buy it right now.
S3. Yeah, through our affiliate link. We do make money.
Yeah. If you want to spend
$3,500,
it'd help us out if you would click on this link first.
Please support the channel, Audrey, Lulu, both of you. Audrey, I know you have a good paycheck, so buy one $3,500 camera, send one to me. Lulu, send yours to Roy, and we'll both get commission on top of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you guys won't use the camera. You don't have enough time. It's
Amazon. I'm actually going to see. Does anyone have to buy anything on Amazon right now? Because if you do, let me give you a link to buy through our link on Amazon. So here we go. I'm going to find something. Let's find some.
Probably totally.
Let's find some sort of
law.
I know, right? This is terrible. Roy is aware of how much current red, so I won't be doing that quite at the moment. Yeah. Let's do. I'm gonna do makeup. Just gonna search for makeup for Audrey. Here we go. It doesn't matter if you buy this particular item, but if you're hanging out and you want
to shop on Amazon,
here is the link, everybody. Click here, promote this everywhere. Put it on Craigslist, just pass it around. If you want to buy a big screen TV, give this to your dad, Audrey. Give it to everybody that you know. Thank you.
Or they could just donate directly, and we'll have they could toss in $100 or whatever they wanted, through your Bosley fund.
You could donate. You could donate like 100 bits, and it would be more money than we make from any purchase that you make through Amazon. So
more than likely.
By the way,
jokes on you, law people.
I topped up on my bits yesterday for you, Lulu. I bought another $10 of the bits. I didn't realize it must have gotten up because I've been giving you like 100 bits every single time. And well, that link is to eyelashes, fake eyelashes. Not that like Audrey needs fake eyelashes, but it's just a link. If you click on it,
I don't know,
and you purchase anything through Amazon Prime in the next 48 hours, then we get a percentage of whatever you buy on Amazon Prime. So if you buy even milk or something, we get like 10 cents for it or whatever. I don't know why you'd be able to buy milk on Amazon Prime, but it was an option. First thing I could think of.
Never know.
But yeah, it's like a whole thing. Like that's why people are like, oh, make sure you buy from our affiliate links, blah, 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 because it helps us out. Well, that's what we're doing. We're posting an affiliate link to fake eyelashes. So if you click on it and you purchase anything else besides that, it doesn't matter what you purchase, we get a kickback. So, and we're going to be watching. So if one of you don't buy something on Amazon Prime right now,
we will know.
We will know, and you will no longer be our friends.
Perfect time to get that. Perfect time to get that new TV.
Yeah.
Maybe that game console you're thinking of.
Or a tiny house, because they sell those on Amazon as well.
They need to buy one of those dummies those medical dummies that were a couple grand.
Yeah, that's true. Buy it.
And then we can.
Audrey, you need to buy a medical dummy with anatomically correct.
They'll get entertainment.
Gender swapping. Get the female and the male combined into one dummy.
And then we'll make them fuck each other and make baby dummies. We'll have forever.
You can wrap its, you can bend its penis around and have it go into its vagina.
Good.
I was just going to say, I've been looking for a good medical dummy.
That's great. I'm glad we're here for you.
Yeah. Now, do I have something for
Just
you?
in time.
Here, let's get rid of that. Let's find that
Oh
medical.
my god.
I like how I'm clicking on OBS, like, because it's going through OBS. I'm
Like-
clicking on the tab.
Watch that still be in your history unless you were incognito. I can't remember because that was some episodes ago.
Oh no, it should be actually in my history. Let's look through that. Although it's that I
Uh-oh,
don't know if we should look through my history on Amazon. Oh
Yeah.
shit! How do you look at your history, by the way? Is there a way to do that?
I know you can
Recently
look at- oh, no,
viewed.
never mind.
Edit your
First.
browsing history.
Oh yeah.
So I was actually looking at like pots and pans. This is a promotion on Instagram. I didn't buy that. But yeah, I was thinking about getting a paddle board and then getting an electric motor for it because that's how fucking lazy I am. And then I was looking at
man.
VoIP phones, and then I was trying to fix
There's
the fucking
ubiquity.
adapter to make it go mono, but I cannot find a single adapter that will make the mono go, like the stereo go mono for our headphones for our for the Behringer. I just can't find anything that will convert it. Like I looked at every
middle,
adapter ever.
You have yeast. Just
Yeah, so actually I'm putting this on my store because people are baking bread in COVID right now, and so apparently yeast is becoming really lucrative to sell because everyone thinks that they're like the new bread maker, whatever.
makers.
And then oil sprayers, and then this is like, I guess kids are getting into the Starry Night shit where you turn a light and it makes the Milky Way and shit like that. And then these are like Amazon things that I found in the wholesale thing. I was actually trying to order 100 of these, but they were out of them. Or no, it was this one. Remember? I was gonna sell these. You've left my life,
right. You were telling
but
me
you will
that.
never leave my heart. And it's like for animal lovers that get, yeah. So good stuff.
I buy some.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
sure.
like how it says I can't
Yeah.
list these. Holy shit. Good thing I didn't buy them. Oh, never mind. I'm not logged in. Okay.
No, you're not
yeah,
logged
that's what it is. I was like, oh, damn it. That would have sucked.
Yes. So
Oh, there's
no,
the
you
Dream
don't have
Machine,
to-
by the way, 297.
yeah, let's look at that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then this is that TP-Link splitter thing like I was talking about. So if you do the PoE, you can
the
just
PoE.
barrel connector out. It's like a DC out, and you can just like choose any. It comes with a barrel connector cable, but you can choose like 12 volt, 9 volt, and 5 volt, which is like pretty crazy that you can just like power shit like whatever voltage you need. You could power like a router off of that. It's fucking crazy, you know? So
That's pretty crazy.
just like a PoE thing. So anyways, that's that. Let's see what else. I bought blinds.
It's
'cause
probably gonna be for.
yeah, it's gonna be a while
Oh,
down.
nice. It's gonna be forever for Rican.
Oh, remember this damn book?
Dive.
These fucking oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
then there's
fuck.
bathing suits, because apparently she was looking at that,
Oh,
and
you
then
have
she
a
was looking
secret.
at being.
Oh no.
yoga
That was
mats.
you. Tell you.
What else? Oh yeah, I
What
was gonna
blinds?
hang my computer underneath. I was thinking about doing that, mounting it underneath.
Pretty adulting Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I did buy this for our shower. Wireless hacking stuff. Nice. It's bug zappers.
Oh, there's your bug thing.
Dang, where is our? This is interesting. Like looking through.
That's gonna be.
We got to look through your
long-
Amazon history. Like, what's our Amazon history? That should be a show. Oh, monitors,
Oh, you get the
lighting,
Same lights. That's so funny. The one I
yeah,
have.
gloves. Oh, there's the fat heads, angle stuff. There's the boat right there. Love this. This is great. This is when I was replacing our faucet in our shower, in addition to buying a Mo2. Ah, is that it? That's it.
So as far as you go,
Damn
well, I guess
it.
you got to type it in.
Although I think I had a whole list somewhere. I don't know. I think I had it somewhere. But
If you
anyways,
save it on Amazon, if you save it in a bookmark, but I guess you have to type it in.
dummy. I was like, dummy, sex, drugs, lies. Whoa. What the fuck?
That's creepy.
Oh my god, man. What the hell? Why are the hands
I
a different color? Like, why is that a thing?
Sausage fingers.
I like how the reviews are like halfway decent. They're like, oh yeah,
This is
you're gonna
great.
love this dummy. How did we get on that?
Man.
It was like medical dummy or something.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, it was like a medical mannequin. There it is. Training. There we go. Oh, there. Oh, yep. We went here with this show.
Like, oh, that's sponsored. That's great.
God. Is it sponsored, really?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, John had a sad dick. Oh, you can see his tip right there. Look at that. Just the tip. We're 5 years old. I can't believe we're fucking laughing about this shit. Oh my god. Oh shit. What up, Mini Coop? We're dying. Oh god. What the Oh, you can get it. You can replace it with a vag. Foot. Oh dear.
Oh, man.
He's in heaven. He's like, oh, just totally. It's like him, like he just had sex and he's like, I just had sex. like, like my girlfriend walks in. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
What is that? Oh my god.
Yeah, look.
It's nursing.
He just got done.
Stop.
This is on Amazon.
Why the penis though?
I'm gonna buy this
What?
$4.79 with my new money. I'm just gonna like buy this, and
if you
it's just
could
gonna show
take
up.
it and rotate it
Oh my
where
God,
it's
is
like
it-
pointing up instead.
I think you invert it when you want it to be. Oh, it's female. Okay, so I think you just take your penis out, turn it around, and like put it in, and then it inverts it.
Is it human size?
Look at just the tip right there. Look at that. Oh, look at this like.
Oh, he's having way too much fun.
He's in heaven. He's like, oh yeah,
He's got your eyelashes.
yeah.
He's got
Just put a cigarette.
Oh,
with
I like how they put his knee up. Like he's like, I'm posing hard right now.
I'm ready for the D.
I'm ready for the D.
Oh,
Double
man.
D's. I like this. It says it has the characteristics of vivid images, real operation, convenient disassembly and assembly, reasonable structure, and durability. Therefore, you can repeat the training until you fully mastered this skill. What the ultimate fuck is writing this? This model is suitable for use in nursing schools, medical schools, at all levels of nursing teaching. Nice.
No, it's meant for nightmares.
Whoever writes these is just so good. According to the real human body structure, it is highly simulated and works like a real human body.
I bet it does.
This model
the squirming.
shows. I love this model set shows various normal and abnormal situations for easy viewing and teaching. What the? How does this shit sell? That's what like blows my mind.
Is Lulu still in here?
Oh.
Hi, Lulu.
Oh.
No, not the. No.
What?
That's nightmare fuel.
What the fuck? Oh. 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 What the shit?
Oh, man.
The eyes look like vaginas, like legit.
Okay. Hold up. We need to look
Went
at.
down a hole.
Oh, there we go. This is good.
Oh, that is not. That's.
I like how they Photoshop like digital like lights on it.
Oh,
like,
man.
to show that you're doing it right. You're like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you the green light on that one. You blew them good that time.
Thank you, Lulu. She's all done.
Oh, my God.
She's all picked.
Dude, is that a gaping? Holy!
Look at the.
What the
What is that? What is that?
fuck? God, lordy! Can I zoom in?
Hey.
How do I zoom into this?
We saw our friend, too, from last time.
Oh my. Oh, there it is. You can just shove it in there. You just put a little whatever you want, your micro penis or vagina. There's some lube down here. This is her friend. And it comes with like a wig too.
It's an old man. Comes with gray hair.
Good God.
Oh, man.
This is gold. I like how Keepa's like, this sold once in the last year. It's fine.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. That's realistic.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Do you wear that? Oh my god.
Oh
no.
my God.
That is total $500.
No,
for
wait.
that?
Sexy can be so simple.
Oh my god, and caps.
See, what I don't understand is like, okay, so like women do things to, accentuate things. Well, like what happens when you go like back to his house and you're like pulling out your fake butt? Like what is...
You're just like, hold up, I gotta go.
Hold up, I
bathroom.
gotta remove my
I
ass.
gotta remove my ass.
I gotta turn this down. Wow. Is this like Afghani? Is this coming from like what are we listening to? Cross-gesture trans women and drag queen. Did you see that? That's what this product is for. Wow, that's a lot.
What did I just watch? That was for black people and Afghans. Black people and Afghan trans.
Afghanistani.
I don't know
what
what
is
the
it?
fuck.
Afghanistanian.
Afghanistanian. Designed with bionic buttocks, it is integrated and easy to wear. The thickness is gradually. The fit is good, and the feel is of touching is lifelike. What the
God.
flying hell?
The whole time I'm thinking, hey, we got a video for you to edit. Do you see how like snappy some of those cuts were?
Oh, I know, right? I know. They're like, can
man.
you edit this video on, like, they paid like $2.99 on Fiverr for this. Oh, do you see that like glitch? That glitch effect is like super 2020. She even flexed one of her buttholes. Oh, look at this like surrounding effect. That was pretty good. Make your Yourslef gorgeous. You see that? To see that solid fucking typo? That was great. Watch that shit. It's like make your Yourslef gorgeous. Glitch. Okay, watch her flex her butt right here. Watch this. Flex stuff. Watch this. Here he comes. Make your Yourslef gorgeous.
Oh my.
Like someone paid for that, you know? Like it's just terrible. Shit,
Like,
man.
oh fuck it, we'll upload it anyway.
Wow, we went down
I want you to have one of those.
Oh,
I feel like you're a little lacking in the behind department.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is for transgendered. Oh, here we go. So if you have a penis, this like helps you to have a smoother like area, probably.
It's only $149.
There's a highly realistic belly button. So that's good. Oh, no need to take it off for peeing since the item will come with a tube. Wow. Wow. What? Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. What am I seeing here? It comes with a tube. So what's the point in this, really? I'm like trying to figure this one out.
I like how it's meant for transgender people, but that's pictures of women. It looks like it. I mean, maybe not. Some of them are pretty convincing, and it's scary.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they're just...
Ah, that's women.
Oh, here we go. Another one.
Oh, no.
Oh. Firm buttock vagina shorts. The hip thicker. You can make it thicker. Skin texture. Look at that thinning edge. Wow, this music is hot. Oh, yeah. Make your Yourslef gorgeous. I like how multiple videos they've.
It's so bad.
This is Amazon, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if you haven't
gonna
spent
do
some
with it?
time on it,
What are you gonna do when that thing ends? What are you gonna do with the rest of your top?
yeah, I don't really understand like Rumpelstiltskin.
Silkskin.
Oh God.
Oh, look at the little that thing. What the fuck? You want that?
If you want your penis to look like camel toe, I think it's a way to tuck your penis in and make it look like you kind of have a vagina, if you can see.
Oh, that title is something I don't want to read again.
VD long or what?
No,
Hiding
Men
gap,
hiding gap.
transvestite, transgender, cross-gender underwear. Hiding
that's 130 ratings. What the fuck?
hiding gaff.
Oh, it's only $17, so I mean, I guess that makes it a lot more affordable. Asian. Oh,
Well,
like
it's
how that's
realistic and convincing.
How is that a highlighted thing? Wait, what did you put in?
There it is,
Asian as your
camel toe
highlight?
panty. Can be widely applied for it. I totally said that. It kind of makes it look like you have a vagina and you can tuck your penis in there. So that's pretty good. Look at that. Totally realistic camel toe. I like how it's a thong back end too. That's true. If you were, I think this would be your type of product for sure. Wow. I like how there's just a skirt in here, like randomly. Like, oh, and if you want this kind of skirt, I guess they like to wear those skirts or something. I don't know.
I guess so.
All right. Well, that was that segment of the show, everybody.
Now we know that.
That's.
I've been to the 9th. Oh no, I've been to the 10th layer of hell, which I didn't know existed, and I have somehow been summoned back here, not knowing what the hell is going on.
Just went all up in that. Audrey's like, gross. It's a veggie butt.
How to break a conservative man's brain.
Veggie.
Just show him these items in 3 simple steps.
Sponsored by Veggie Butt.
Trump 2020 Veggie Butt.
Veggie Butt 2020. Oh dear Lord. Kyle's growing a beard.
Grab
Oh
that.
shit, Kyle is growing a little. He's got a little facial hair going on. Did you like no shave November this trip or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't shave.
Nice.
Being lazy. Yeah, I guess I haven't shaved since I got back. So I mean, beard for me is very quotable.
You look like
It's
a
in
man,
parentheses,
man.
like, mm-hmm.
Well, man. So if I look directly into my camera, you, right there. It's weird having like a big DSLR just like hanging out. Not used to it. I'm used to just my like, yeah, little guy,
Little dinky thing up there.
cam guy.
Hey, I'm a wannabe man in disguise. I'm a sheltered, non-manly person who wants to be. Therefore, I drink bold coffee, shoot guns, and
Look how
do man.
shitty my webcam looks. It's like, this is my webcam because I still have
You
it up
went
there
like
just in case
hell.
and then
That's
there's
so
like,
funny. I was like, what just happened?
yeah, I'm like,
It's like you need to set
Webcam.
that up like in the corner, like a behind-the-scenes shot. You just randomly switch to for no reason.
just
It's like on the
once in a while,
It's
just
like,
switch to it.
why is that there? There's no behind the scenes.
I'm 2 cameras rich, bitch. Boom. Boom.
Oh,
Boom, 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 boom.
Make your slough beautiful.
Make your slap. I need. Hold on. I'm gonna change that title right now. Make your slap beautiful. Slap beautiful.
Slough. Oh man.
There we go.
Fucking A.
Update all. And by update
Right.
all, I mean update YouTube and Twitch because Mixer doesn't exist. We are streaming to Mixer, but
Rip.
it's unable to connect.
It's not able to connect. It's not there.
Like, it's fine.
That was the
That
pointless
wasn't
thing I've
as
ever
quite as
seen.
good of a cut as I want.
You need like you need to take that webcam and do something else with like crazy crop in or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Just like something, yeah, really.
Oh God.
Oh man.
That's pretty much what it felt
Welcome back to the Nutshell Show's weekly segment of reviewing transgender enhancement products. That would be actually cool if we just like randomly go through and just review like something really off the wall on Amazon. Maybe we should just do like once a week. We'll just do a segment where we just buy something crazy on Amazon and then just review it. I mean, I know that we're supposed to do the whole, you know,
I know. I was ready to say,
whole,
you're
like,
gonna hear it in 3, 2.
Yeah, I know. Like Lulu'd be like, "Aren't you gonna do that show about the Amazon product?" Yeah, eventually.
That's exactly what he said.
Exactly how he says. And then only trans people come in wanting your opinions. That'd be good. Well, it's straight eye for the queer eye. Queer guy. Straight eye for the queer guy. Yeah, that would work. Instead of queer eye for the straight guy.
Straight.
Straight eye for the queer guy. For the queer. Oh, he's not a guy.
The whole fucking time, I'm just like drinking out of this.
Black Rifle Coffee Company. Nice.
And then this. Coffee or die.
Did you like make that up or no? Never mind. I was like, did you like take two designs? But I guess that would be like the same design.
No.
Where did you get that?
This is on. I got it in Utah when, which I mean, it's like, that makes sense. No, not really. They just have a pop-up shop there and like a gun range.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense though. But it's called Black Rifle Coffee Company. So we have a subscription now to that coffee, and I actually just got is it Beyond Black, I think they call it, but it's basically a dark roast coffee. It's really good. But anyway, it's like anytime you buy from them, it supports, which ironically we need it right now, like police, like veterans, police, military, etc. So it's like American kind of thing. It's pretty cool. And of course, they're gun people.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. But the coffee is good. And we get it every 14 days, so every couple of weeks.
Oh, Crowder promotes that apparently.
Yeah, I think he does. I've heard of it well even before that, but I know he's had it like, I think he's even had a mug or something. Well, I know he has his mug, but I think I've seen it like on his desk or something. So, but yeah.
Kyle was cooler. Kyle knew Black Rifle Coffee before the internet knew
Crowder.
Before Crowder. He's cooler than Crowder now. Damn, dude, you're just blasting these beers. I need to get another marg.
Mm-hmm. Another marg? That's Narnar, bro. Hey, Jesse. He's gonna get.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is over there? Snarnar, bro. Hey, Jesse, get in here.
Jesse.
She's got her headphones in. She's actually watching the training videos for eBay. I was like, you best get fucking busy in that shit. Fire you. Oh, I got a text from a random person.
Hey, that's always fun.
Yeah, you know. Not
about transvestite products.
19 seconds long. All right, I'm gonna play this random voicemail from 949. Here, I'll give it out. 949-679-12. Just kidding. I don't want to give any more away.
I'm Carrie Stevens, and I have a charge on my credit card statement this month that I don't recognize from you, and I wanted to see if you might be able to help me identify that. Could you please give me a call back at 714?
When did she call?
Is that something for your store?
Yeah, 12 minutes ago. Oh, weird. 12 minutes ago. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, something for my store. I don't want to give away I almost gave away her phone number. Customer of mine. Yeah, I've gotten 2 chargebacks already. Fucking people. They don't. That's the one thing about having a store called Has Now. No one knows what the fuck it is when they're looking at their credit card statement. And so I'm starting to get like people charging back with their bank. And then I'm like, oh, hey, you could have called me and asked, like this nice lady did. Like, hey, what is this? I got a charge from, So, anyways. A7S. Oh.
Skype gives a shit for a second there. That's great.
What the fuck was that?
I think you broke it.
Wow. I didn't even do anything.
You're like, ah.
It was like, yeah, no, I was doing that on purpose, but yeah, A7S3.
Mm-hmm.
We have 20 minutes left. Glitchiness. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Like our Nutshell show thing went away, and Restream. I don't know. Maybe my computer is finally taking a shit and it's forcing me to move on. It's like, dude, unbox your $2,000 computer that's been sitting in a box for 2 weeks.
Another nook in the presence.
Yeah, it's like, okay, down there. Yeah. Let me actually, you chat for a second. Let me actually open this up just so I can show you, because it's pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool.
So here's my
Dual Mini. Of course, it's got to be Mini.
2070 RTX.
Auto Extreme.
Yeah, boy. And then, of course, this is the box, which is nuts.
See, the box is basically this. Well, the box is a bit bigger than what the size of the computer I thought would be.
Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, because you look at this big box and you're like, holy shit, this is like gonna be the size of this computer, and then it doesn't end up being like anywhere near that.
Remember, kids, buckle up when you have your computer around.
Yeah, it's really like weird. That has all that. Here we go.
All that for outdated hardware. It's 2 generations ahead. Or
is that what it is? 2 generations?
Are they on? Or no? Well, almost 2. Actually, they're supposed to come out with 11th, I think, but then they have halts in their 7-nanometer process, and who knows what. So there's a little bit of Intel, I wouldn't say drama, but there's considerations that Intel might be moving out of house from making their stuff in-house to third party. Which would be interesting. It'd be a big move.
All right, here it is. This is it. It's not like...
It's not that big,
like there's a hand. It's the size of my hand. Like, that's it. Like, that's not...
Well...
Like, it's crazy. I just thought it was, like, a lot... I don't know. Pretty crazy. I just thought it was going to be, like, the size of... Let's see. I'm going to measure this. All right. So it's tall-wise, it's only 8 inches tall and 9 inches by 3.5 inches. That's it.
3.5.
It's not. Yeah. It's just like not even that really that thick. So yeah, it's just it's almost like a Drobo, like almost like the size of a. I don't know. Pretty crazy, huh?
And to think the thing costs like what, almost $2,000.
Yeah, this was 1,687 or something like that for this computer, and then 430, I think, for the video
for
card.
The card. That's about right for a card. Mine was basically 500. So, of course, mine's a 2070 Super, but
it's crazy that like. Yeah, it's crazy that the video card is 33% of the cost of my computer. Like it's like 35% of the cost.
Anytime you're
by itself,
system,
it's like Jesus, man.
No, cards are expensive, and the 30 series, 3000 series is going to be even more, I'm sure. But your graphics card's always like a hit on your wallet, but you have to if you're gaming. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You have to pay the money. You can go used. I mean, you don't have to buy a new one, but it's a consideration. And then you got your processor, which can cost you a lot of money, but those have come down, especially with AMD. Then you got your motherboard, which can be like $200 or $300, even $500, especially if it's like a Gigabyte Aorus, which it's called Aurorus, but it's actually made by Gigabyte, which are decent actually. But then you can go really crazy with your motherboard with like integrated water cooling, or you can go on the more basic route. So everything adds up, and those are of course your 3 major things. And you think, oh, I got this RAM and a solid state drive and a case and all this stuff, right? Well, then you look at RAM, and that's like fucking expensive too, because it's just
and your power source. And then
and your power supply can actually not be that bad. Like that can be $150 maybe, depending.
Yeah, but that's $150 for the thing that like powers it. Just like, okay.
Well, that's like the heart of your system, though. That's very, very important, actually. If anything, that's the mistake system builders make, especially new ones. They cheapen out a power supply. They'll get like a Power Max or whatever for like $30. Oh, don't do that. Ever. Don't do that, because your rails and the consistency on all your voltage lines is very important. And also, by the way, I don't know much about it, but there's talks about only using 24 pin and then integrating the voltage. I wouldn't say voltage rails, but the 3.3 and the 5 volt lines basically inside the motherboard now. So there's like talks that they're actually going to be changing power supplies as like a standard soon, or Intel's trying to work on that or something. So that is actually quite interesting.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, your power supply is very important. Everything is just very important. But unfortunately, system building has gotten a lot more expensive because everybody's gotten into it. It used to be like super cheap back in the day, because nobody really knew how to do it. But now you have all these gaming oriented products. You have all these products that are just marketed a certain way, and they raise the cost. With on top of that, you think demand would lower it, and it does, but it also makes it more expensive when they run out.
It comes with this. Yeah, it comes with the yeah, there it goes. The iCore 9 Intel sticker or whatever. Oh yeah.
Almost did it.
There it is.
There you go.
Sweet. Yeah.
Just cross that out and put like 10th. Put like a 10 through there.
10 gen. It's 10 gen processor.
Plus
yeah, so oh man, that's loud. Sorry. Yeah, so God, the compute unit is like even smaller too, which is like, I mean, the compute board, right, is like just this right here. And so just this section pulls out. I can't even imagine like when I actually pull this out and start working on it, it's going to be like the size of another video card, you know?
That's basically what it is, yeah.
It's like 2 video cards in here. Like I bet the video card is probably going to be bigger than, you can see the compute element in there though, through the mesh, which is cool. Like right here, the Intel, and then there's the fan. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird. It's like a cool 3D effect.
So it's like an almost old school Pentium going back in time. Except instead of being just a CPU, it's like a motherboard CPU thing. Intel's like, hey guys, remember that thing we did years ago? Let's do that again.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're making that choice for sure. Weird.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It is a different system, that's for sure. It's very unique, but in your case, it's a matter of popping up the side of it or top or whatever with the fan on top of it. You pop it out, which the cool thing is that has like connectors, so you don't have to like unplug a cable. You just basically pop off that top, and then that's it. You just pop the card in. You know, you probably put a screw or 2 in there, and you're gonna be good. That's your hardware. It's pretty crazy.
Well, I have to put the SSDs and shit though in and stuff. So I think I'm gonna have to like open up the whole compute element like he did and do all that. So I don't know. It seemed like it was fairly when he was doing it. And the only reason why I just still haven't done anything with it is it just seems like it would be.
Not like all of a sudden, like fucking Charlie horse or whatever they call this.
Oh yeah.
I haven't had that happen in years. Maybe it's age. Ooh, holy shit! It was just like a stretched, and I was like, locked up. Yeah, and hopefully you don't have to like deal with thermal compound because that would kind of suck. You know, like
having to
put the SSD in. Because I mean, it should reapply easily. It should be fine. I mean, thermals are going to be thermals in that system. You shouldn't have to worry about it too much. It's not like wiping and putting some thermal grizzly or some like Noctua stuff is really going to help too much. But
yeah.
But
10 out of 10 for the presentation though. I'll give him that. It's a cool case. Like I want to like find some other reason to use the buckle situation.
I know, right?
So yeah. But, I'm gonna get. You want to pull up some stats about the S3, A7 S3, and then we'll kind of wrap up the show on that one. I gotta get to some editing tonight, so make another mother marg, another narnar marg. Narnar marg.
Oh my god, that's the most cringy thing.
It's pretty bad.
Narnar. You need a mug with that on it.
I'm gonna tell Jesse that I made a narnar marg.
It's just so bad.
Oh man, I'm almost out of margarita.
Oh man.
Wait, been just drinking margaritas. It's summertime, you know. I gotta get the.
Charlie horse.
What'd you say? Another Charlie horse?
I said I had one. It was like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, he comes, you're on the ground or whatever, and then I'm like in pain.
All right. I'm gonna tell her real quick. I'm supposed to tell you that I'm naming my margs, and they're called Narnar margs. They told me to tell Jesse that. You can hear Jesse.
Last name Narnar. Jesse Narnar.
Jesse Narnar. Love it. Love it.
I just got B&H pulled up. I mean, I know there's like articles and shit, but
That's fine.
I figured it's just easier for us to glance over because I always talk about, well, I think about this. It's like, fuck what you think. I don't care what you think. It's about what we think.
Fuck what
bitch.
you think. Yeah. Let me switch over to your screen.
My thing, and there we go. It's like my, there we go. Cool. It worked. My tablet is knock on breastboard actually working. So here I'll glance over that, and I'll jump right into the specs to show you, since like, yeah, I just kind of sent it to you, but B&H does a great job about laying out their specs, which is why I always try to find them personally, like even on computer stuff sometimes, or monitors, because just the way they format this is nice, and everybody else like mixes it in, and I'm like, okay, wait, so what about the FPS and the bitrate and all that? But you can clearly tell what it is right here and what it can do in recording mode, and I'm assuming that this is internal because external is right here.
So it's really interesting to me, the whole H.265, because I still have not been able to, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's been a lot of like headlines recently that you cannot edit, like impossible to edit the 8K footage from Canon. Did you see that shit?
Imagine.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see that.
No, they showed the $50,000 Mac Pro, and it still could not edit the Canon 8K footage. Could not handle it.
Final Cut or Premiere?
I think it was Final. I didn't watch it, but they showed like all these different price points for all these like massive servers, and nothing could handle the 8K footage from Canon like natively without it being like.
I mean, because it's
without it being like either like moved to ProRes or whatever.
That makes sense, because if it's
no, I know it does make
$265,
sense. It's just stupid.
and like it's
No one
not
needs
raw,
8K.
it's not anything else that's efficient. I mean, 265 is not a good format to edit in, of course, as we know, and ProRes is better. But I mean, yeah, and then of course when you talk about server stuff, then definitely seals the deal. When you're talking about $50,000 Mac Pro, that probably means that the processor is more about cores and logistical cores rather than clock speeds. And transcoding and encoding video in a timeline actually is a mix of like kind of a bunch of things, since things are switching more to GPU acceleration as well. I'm not sure how Final Cut actually works, to be honest. I think they use their Metal or whatever now, which is, I don't know what that is, but I'll use the PC terms that they use RTX acceleration, which is good that you got an RTX card, because that's becoming up and up, which is, it's fucking great, dude. It is so amazing, because they use their tensor cores, and it's just super efficient. So anyway, we're going kind of the route of like GPU with CPU, but when you're transcoding, you need more CPU. If you're doing like 3D stuff that uses, say, V-Ray or Arnold render, or your physical renders, it's all CPU, but then you also got Octane, which is GPU. So we're like taking these two and putting them together, but you still need
well, the application still needs to be able to take
speed.
advantage of that too, though. That's the problem. Is like Premiere
That's
and all
another
that. Is
thing.
they're coming
Premiere
up. They're
doesn't.
coming up
Premiere's
through it, but
horrible.
it's taking a while.
Premiere's the worst example of it, because they don't utilize anything. They're
They
just
still
like,
use CPU.
Fuck you, take your money, and that's
Yeah.
it. But everybody else is actually working actively to support that, like Octane Render, which you can get for many different programs, 3ds Max, Cinema 4D. They actually announced, like I had it for a brief moment there when I paid for it a little while ago, RTX rendering. And for me, it was probably as fast when I had 2 GPUs, because Octane, I'm not going to dive into that side of it, but it worked like more GPUs you have, kind of the better, until you hit a license limit. Basically, you can only have like up to 4, GPUs on the license I had, unless you pay full. But the more GPUs you can throw at it, the better.
right, so
but they
this-
announced you can use RTX. but it's pretty cool. But
so
that's the route we're going.
Are they showing you that you could use 50 to 280? Is that what's the option? Or is it saying like when you get up to 120, now you're at 280? You know, I wonder what that kind of means. But
yes. So as you see, you have the bit rates and you have the frame rate and you have the everything else. So yeah, here like only in 264 you can go up to 59, up to this bit rate. At 420 you can go to 120 up to that bit rate, and then at 422 H.65 you can do these bit rates on this.
I would hope that you would choose to do bit rates that are higher especially if you're going to cram 4K into 120p. You know, you'd want to do 280 just because otherwise you'd be losing out on shit.
If you have the whatever card it is,
the right card it is, okay.
CFast Type A. Oh, CF Express Type A. That's what it is.
So this is interesting, though. I saw up above that I didn't even know that there's different versions of XVAC. So I saw there's XVAC S, XVAC SI, there's XVAC HS. So I was just like, oh, weird. So is XAVC, that's a codec, right?
That's Sony's codec. Yeah, it's like it's
Sony's
not a high
codec.
efficiency codec, but it's something by Sony. They've had XAVC for a while, and I believe it's based off the AVC codec, which you very so love. I hear. Remember AVC HD days?
HD? Is that what it is? AVC HD? Yeah.
It's basically except drop the HD because it's no longer just high definition. It's more like beyond that. So I don't know what these actually mean, but I kind of have heard of them. But yeah,
it's probably the same as like ProRes where you have different versions.
Yeah, I believe so. But the XAVC codec is actually really decent. I have used like just XAVC, I don't know what one, a while back in camcorders and stuff, and it was fucking dope. So it actually is pretty efficient, and not bad to edit with, to be honest. So
I like how they say recording limit is unlimited, though. I see that down there.
Oh yeah, interesting. That is where I did hear about the hour in 4K 60, but I mean, even for what I would do, that's not ideal, but that's totally acceptable. I'm at the point I'm like, if cameras could get to 30 minutes or 45 minutes continuous solid, I would be like, okay, that's better. Because other than that, you need a camcorder to just do consistent, which sucks, to have to, but that's also, camcorders are great because they're much more efficient. And I would also like to see downscaling. Like I would love to see, because camcorders, not all of them, but the prosumer midline camcorders do that, where you can record 4K and output to, like, basically transcode it. It'll down convert it to 1080 for you and save a file, and you don't have to do anything. You don't, because if you can do that, you can go like, oh, okay, well, I'll just in my editing program, I'll have a 1080 timeline, drop my 4K video in, done. That is true, but that actually takes a lot more resources.
Yeah,
which sucks.
But I think that's also why. I think that's why some of these cameras overheated, though, is because Sony was doing that with the.
All of them do it, yeah. All of them. This probably.
I forgot the one, the APS-C ones, the line that they did. It was like the 5500 or whatever, right? Yeah. They were doing that like 6K downscaling to like 4K or whatever. But the problem is they overheated. Instead of just doing 4K and allowing you to downscale it, they did the 6K, and they didn't let you choose, right? It was just 4K, but it was downscaled from 6K, and it was built in.
That's actually for like moire, and I can't remember some sort of other techniques. It also helps with like the sensor techniques. I think debowering or something, or whatever they call it, but debayering or what, I don't know. But it's also like mostly for the lines, moire, and yes, for sharpness too. So in a way, they're doing that because the sensor readout can be 6K. They're just compressing it to 4K for you to get a sharper image. So no, you can't choose it. And you shouldn't have to. That should be fine. It does add more heat, but I wish that you could just do 4K into a 1080 mode. It would definitely add more heat and more processing. But if they keep, like, basically, I think in that video I sent to you, I think he said it was, I don't know where, I'm sure you got these numbers from like their press release or something, and I'm sure they have it. Actually, they have this like pressy releasey looking page thing, but it's like 8 times more faster than their A7S II, which, I mean, fuck, is old by now, right? And I did see 2 processors in an image somewhere. Was it this? But I saw 2, like, do they call it Bion X or whatever? Is that what theirs are called? But yeah, Bion X, well, XR, Bion Z XR, whatever. Oh, I was right, but it's now XR. I saw 2 of them, so I don't know if that means I actually have dual processing in these cameras, but
Well, it was
that's
interesting that they talked about how they chose to layer the sensor differently
they did. Yeah, and that's another
this
thing that they
time. So
decided
it's
to do.
layered differently so that it can output more
Damn, that's
quality at lower heat or whatever. So yeah, it's interesting.
It's only $600. Wow. Hmm. That's kind of cheap. I like the size of that too. I don't like the big 7-inch ones. That's fucking great. I didn't know this existed. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. They did do that. They've made the sensor more efficient. But yeah, they also I think added the lenses might be slightly bigger, so it's a little bit better in low light. Of course,
Holy
it's still
shit!
only
It's
like
only 12 megapixels.
That's what I was going just better move on to. It's still only 12 megapixels because
Wow.
the sensor lenses are bigger. That's how you get that 400,000 up to low light. Yeah, 12.1. There we go. Which makes
Wow.
sense. I mean, that's the trade-off you're going to get. It does have, of course,
Well, the
IBIS. They did
A7S line has
skip that.
always been the video, and the A7R line has been the photography side, the studio side, because that's been the 36 plus megapixels. But I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was set at 12. I thought it was a little bit more, but maybe it has been
Nope.
12 in the past.
The middle line is the A7, which is the cheapest, I think, of them all, I believe.
And what is
but
that?
yeah,
Like
A7,
16 megapixels? What's the
16 or
A7 line?
20, I don't know. It's
okay.
like it's a standard, you know.
Yeah.
I think it might be like in the 20s. I don't know which one. I think they have an A7 III now. I don't know what it's at, but yeah, it's probably in the 20s. So it's like the middle ground. You have the A7S, which is like the low light slash was more video focused, but of course they didn't come out with an A7S III until now, so many years later. But it definitely was like the people would consider that more the video camera. Then you had the A7R, like you said, this photography, like landscape, super sharp side of things. And that's finally kind of clear with a lot of people over the years. But if you can use each one of them for video, and they would always like iterate them. They'd always come out with an R a little bit later, and so people are wanting to see if that's the latest and greatest. Well, their video modes was good, but you had to like use the APS-C mode years ago and all this weird shit. But then the A7S didn't look good in APS-C mode, so you'd use full frame on that, and the A7R was like use either mode depending on what you want to film, whether it's HD or not. It's like it was fucking crazy. I don't know if they still have all that, but it was so confusing. But it's been generally accepted that yeah, those 3 lines are what they're kind of designed for. And 12 megapixels is low, but to me it's good enough for most photographers, and especially if you're doing astrophotography. And it's definitely still double the resolution since it's only 4K right now than what you really truly need. The new sensor also, I guess, improves dynamic range, which is good. So that's another thing. Good amount of phase detection points and all that fun stuff. I don't know what else to glance over. I guess yeah, it has dual SD/CF Express Type A.
That was really interesting for sure.
Yeah. Also, this was like I thought like when
that
I saw
is kind
that
of mind
video,
blowing.
when I saw this, I'm like, here we go. It's gonna be micro USB, mini HDMI, da da da. Okay, Sony, just lay it on it, already, and do the same shit you've been doing. And then I noticed when we pulled it out, I'm like, it's chunkier. It's like, okay, this looks different. It looks thicker, which it is. And then I was like, wait, what? This, and I didn't actually notice this one until you pointed out earlier. And then this, I'm like, okay, so they actually listened on top of changing everything else. But yeah, if you kind of look at this, the images don't seem to do it justice too much. But it definitely
is.
looks
Look at that. Look how
thicker.
wide that is, though. That's a thick boy.
It's a thicker one than the other lines, which makes sense. And then I also sent you that image earlier from here, which is like the whole like heat sink thing, which is how they're probably dealing with that heat, which is good.
Well, now that the screen can actually get the fuck away from the camera a little bit, now they can probably provide a little bit more cooling, which is nice. What is that picture that showed the HVAC or whatever?
Oh, it was about the codec efficiency. I actually didn't pay attention to this earlier. That's hilarious how that's a marketing thing. Like, yeah, let's point out we finally added a fucking real record button like everybody else ever. This is just talking about how the codecs work and efficiency wise. So it's basically saying, hey, this is the same thing. We're not going to focus on this empty spot, and this is a bunch of moving stuff that's different colors, shapes, and movements. So the codecs basically algorithmically, I don't know, the algorithms basically,
which is
going,
good.
hey,
Yeah, like it basically, it focuses on where the motion is and gives the most bandwidth for that, which is how it should do it. But that's complicated.
And
I mean,
Yeah. And that's why HVC is great, and it's been kind of being pushed for a while, and that's why even the iPhones have been using it for a while, since like the 10 or something. It is a great codec, but it's still a bitch to edit with. That's just the truth of it. So it's
Just
always
highly compressed.
A highly compressed. It's very well compressed. It's just on your timeline, it just kills everything. So it's a matter of like, okay, do you want to shoot HVAC and have like really good quality video for actually about the same, if not less, file size than H.264, and deal with the timelining, possibly conversion and transcoding of it, proxies of it? Or do you want to shoot ProRes, say fuck all that, have it all at best of every world, but then have the file sizes that are going to kill your hard drives? Or do you just want to stick with H.264 and in this camera be limited, because I think you can only go up to 60, I think I saw on it. So it's like, pick your poison, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm surprised they did the swivel screen. I'm surprised they actually added like, okay, I'm trying to move the thing. I'm surprised they added like this, well, whatever, this nub thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And some other things that are more ergonomic. The menus, which I think they actually also have a picture here of like, oh, that was in their marketing. It's hilarious. Where is it? Oh yeah, menu upgraded plus touch. Menu standard. It's like they are now calling their menu kind of standard and shit. It's like, about time, Sony. About time you fucking recognize that your old menus suck. I didn't notice this though. I didn't notice the comparisons. 5.5 stops on the Embody versus 4.5 on the old. So there's actually a significant upgrade here. But I mean, yeah, this is an old camera. The A7S II is pretty damn old.
It's funny that like the A7 III kind of has similar specs to the A7S III.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, they come, well, yeah, I guess so. A7 III is old, but
I mean,
not
I'm just looking at like
sure.
the battery, for example, is the same NP FZ100. And then, yeah, I guess 5 stops versus 5.5 stops versus the A7 II is 4.5. So it's like, 693 and 753 phase detection points, 93% coverage, 92% coverage. So they're like similar in what they have. And the S logs are all the same, including HDR. And then I know that like, yeah, the bit difference is obviously higher. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, the A7 III isn't that old, so I mean, it definitely makes sense why that's kind of like trailing behind the A7S. It's just like, it's more of a general camera photography focus and video focus, and that's why the S line's always been pretty good. I think this one's also like only $1,700. Yeah, or well, $1,800. So it's like pretty, it's not a bad camera when you talk about a full frame body. That's pretty decent for under $2,000 versus.
Well, everything dropped in price, I imagine.
Yeah,
after
500. So.
Yeah, after the A7 III comes out, all the shit drops in price pretty quick, I imagine. Yeah.
Well, that A7 III has actually been $1,700 or $1,800 for a while now, so it's nothing new. It's always been pretty cheap.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy though. But yeah, I mean, it's A7 III is pretty neat. It's an interesting time. I mean, Canon came out with their cameras earlier, mid this month, and now you got this. Then you had Fuji not too long ago. It's like cameras have just been dropping. Blackmagic just announced their 12K, which is fucking insane. But that's more studio focused, so it's like you could call it.
I like how
stupid,
they announced all this though at the height of the fucking shitty economy. Like the economy is collapsing day by day by day, and no one's talking about it. And then on top of all that, you're releasing a $3,500 camera that like who's gonna buy right now?
I know.
Like it
right?
feels a little desperate, smells a little desperate, and like Canon is like releasing their crazy ass camera, all these price points that like we can't really afford. But I guess if you're a production house, you're still doing like commercial work and stuff like that. It's a great camera to have. To finally walk into a place light, where you don't have to come in with a red, you don't have to come in with an airy. You can start to actually pull some stuff out, content wise or whatever without breaking the bank. So, it's becoming kind of an interesting space.
Is this a cash grab for? Oh my god, it totally fucking is. It is a cash grab for fucking stupid thing. It's like if you're this worried, don't go and fucking set. So you could stick 2 lenses and something else in here to disinfect your shit on set.
Oh
This is
no.
genius. I wish I almost fucking thought of this. It's a fucking UV box with lights, but
No,
it's
no, no.
painted black.
This is happening all over the place. So in desert, I was talking to my client, DD. I'll just call him DD. She was talking about how in their practice, they're starting to do like these misters, like these foggers that have like, basically isopropyl that fogs a room. Then they have these UV lights that are like $20,000, and these doctors are like starting to buy these UV lights where like it spreads, like it's like a little I don't know, fucking orb that you sit in the middle of the room and it turns on. You leave the room, the UV light just blasts the whole room for 10 minutes. It's just like such a. Dude, the people are like really sucking money out. She told me a bunch of stuff to put on my store. She's like, if you just put this stuff on your store, I will send doctors over to your store and you can like wholesale or like drop ship. You know, like just mark the price up like, $500, $1,000, and then I'll tell all my colleagues to go and be like, oh, just tell them like, oh yeah, I got this thing and it helps disinfect my thing. I got it from this store, and go ahead and like create, that domain that I had for I want to say DP, penetration, but dp.com. She was like, you should just put that up and then put that domain up and then put a store on it and then just like upload a bunch of products that are, D related. And I was like, oh damn, that's crazy.
It's pretty genius, really, to be honest. It's so funny. She's like, I'll help you out. I'll throw some people under the bus for you.
Yeah, she's like, I'll just
money.
tell people that I bought this product off of your website, and then people will go to your website, and then as long as she gets a kickback. And I was like, definitely use the discount code.
That's a businesswoman right there.
She's such a businesswoman. It's incredible.
That's so fucking awesome. I even respect
she's
that.
Just like, all right, time to make
most
money.
Most people like, that shit. Oh, that's so inhumane. It's like, you're not making them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not selling a pipe dream. You're the one buying it, dumbass.
Yeah, it's so funny. Did you happen to see this, by the way?
No, what is that?
It's a cooling kit for the R5. The joke of putting a fan on the back of your system.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty sick. If I was like dead set on, wow, that's actually pretty sweet. Not gonna lie.
And it has one of those shit, the name's in here somewhere, but it's basically it uses electricity to transfer heat. I can't remember what it's called. Something device. Linus has done some video. You probably
induction
actually know
or some shit. Oh, okay.
It's not induction. What is the name of it? They mentioned it somewhere in this because I actually scrolled through this earlier, not today, but like several days ago.
I mean, is this real? This looks like
it is real. Yeah, it's real. Fuck, what is it called?
Can you imagine though the R&D that quick? Like someone fucking released this and it's only been out like 3 weeks. Like this is like a full machined, like it looks really sick. Like it actually looks really cool. If you're gonna, like if you are dead set on owning an R5, which at this point with all the issues with it, I'm not entirely positive I would want to own that, but I just don't need I don't need to own an 8K camera. In fact, sadly, I hate Sony, but I would just kind of, if I was going to buy a video camera right now, I'm thinking I probably would actually buy the R or the A7R, the A7S III.
Yeah.
And then I would just figure out color. I just figure it out,
I fucking hate them. I hate the system. I hate the frat boys against it. I hate everything with it. I don't like their lenses. But yeah, I mean, they just did it.
It's the best video camera out there for the price.
It's unless you're getting a big ass, Canon or, Blackmagic, it's the way to go. I mean, it really is. And it's full frame. It's there. It's proven enough. It has its issues, but there's so many people on a forum that will probably give you a workaround, or on a Reddit or something, because people have the same issues. Because, there's probably going to be some weird, stupid, wonky shit with it, but it's going to be solved, or hopefully, I don't know if Sony's on top of their firmware, but I would do that. Or personally, for me, in my case right now, I would do the XT4, or wait till the XT5 and just be done with it also. Like, that's the point I'm at. I'd either, like, if I was going to go all out, I'd probably, honestly, too, I agree, I would do the Sony, because I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, I fucking hate Sony. I hate the colors. I hate everything. But again, like I was also saying, proper people did their video right, and I actually really do like the look of their video. It's not like blows me away on the colors, but I mean, it's not bad either. It has its own look to it in a good way. I don't mind it. So, but I just love this sentence here. The cooling unit attaches to the tactical cage. I feel like we're getting like gun realm stuff. It's like tactical. Flashlight, laser,
tactical cage.
Black rifle
No, I mean there's a camera out there that finally checks all the boxes. You know, it's 422 10-bit. You know, it's got the IBIS, it's got the flippy screen, it's got the touch screen, it's got full HDMI, it's got microphone. It can go up to 4K 120. The bit rate looks great at 280. I mean, that's plenty enough to have a pretty good quality. I love that it has dual SD card slots that are like dual SD card slots. Like even the Canon is not dual SD. It's like SD and like some other fucking format.
Yeah. Like some CF Express or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of pumped that, you know, Sony listened for once and created a camera that people are looking for. And I appreciate that it is 12 megapixels. And as we saw in the video, the test video that the guy did, I had it on silent, right? But as we saw it didn't have any kind of problems with wavy video. What is that called?
Moray and stuff? Yeah.
No, when you move like something back and forth. Like
rolling shutter.
Shutter. It didn't seem to have any roller shuttering issues, which makes sense because it's 12 megapixels. Like they can optimize that just fine. So
that's true. And look at I mean, this is shot on RAW, but I mean, you know, it's going to be compressed via YouTube. But you're seeing a shit version of this.
No, I'm seeing. I mean, it looks good to me though. It's pretty
really fucking good. Oh my! And I don't have 4K display, but I'm 4K and compressing it down to 1440p, of course. So I don't have the 4K anymore, but. This looks really good. I don't know what they're using. Oh, it's by Philip Blooms. Of course, it's like going to be shot well enough. But yeah, this is shot on their ProRes RAW, I guess, at 4K 60 through that new Atomos because I can't talk now. I think they're giving an update if you have the Atomos recorder to do that 4K 60. Which
and even Sony though knows how to make their shit look good because like this isn't that nasty. I mean, it kind of has a green tinge to it, but it's a decent grade. Whatever. Yeah, well, it is. I guess it is kind of greenish right now. I mean, although it could just because it's warm. But
yeah, this is also not done by Sony too.
It is a little
Philip
bit.
Bloom.
Oh, it's about someone else. Okay, Philip Bloom. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not by Sony themselves.
It does still have that like greenish tinge to it though. That is not super great, but
yeah, it's still like a very video-esque quality to it. It doesn't have like a cinematic look, but that's just what you're going to get with Sony. I mean, it's just what it is, but it's not bad. But yeah, that's just fucking crazy over HDMI raw recording. I couldn't imagine the data for that. The file sizes and everything, HDR monitoring, that's cool. 1000-nit display, and that's nice for the sun.
Yeah, like blah 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 blah. I get all that, but I'm like, you and I both know that we would prefer the camera or the image to just like not be, which I think a lot of people would love if it just had the Canon-esque type color to it natively, which, we know it won't, but whatever, that's fixable to some degree or another. But I wouldn't want to do raw 10 bits enough to edit color and not have it fall apart, especially if the standard grade is not bad.
Well, and it's, 422 or 4, let me look back on the specs here. 422 10. I mean, come on, that's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
For your Instagram, YouTube stuff, I'm sorry.
All the way up to 124K, so that's pretty fucking decent. Yeah.
You don't need much more than that, sorry. If you need RAW or whatever, it's great for the flexibility, I get it. But, I mean, most of these guys edit on Macs, I'm sure, or dealing with the suffering of, or worse, editing on Macs with Premiere Pro. I don't understand that logic. I used to be there anymore. I don't understand that. That's the dumbest thing you could do.
Yeah.
But it's more power to you, which means then you have to get a RAID thing, probably by G Drive, which is cost you God knows what else to store all your footage. Just like, I'm done with all that trap. How about I have a PC, use probably DaVinci. I loved, Final Cut, of course. I could I would use that too if I still have my Mac, but I'm just not editing enough to care. How about I just use DaVinci, have the most amazing color grader in the world, just edit a little slower, because if I'm editing stuff like that, I don't need to edit fast anyway. And then just bam, done. 10-bit, like 10-bit 422. That is more than I need. And then I also am not like needing a stack of hard drives. Yeah, that's fine enough for me, because no one's going to tell a difference. Did you shoot that in 4K 60 RAW on your Atomos? Nobody's going to ask that. It's probably going to be the stupid questions. What lens did you use? Great
Pretty
shot.
much. Yep. That's
so
exactly
I mean,
it.
it just doesn't matter. So these kids, they're this whole like, yeah, needing or not needing, but needing or wanting this recorder and all this stuff. I would get the recorder and have like just to shoot ProRes or do the downscaling thing I was talking about. Absolutely worth it for that. With the hard drive, done, perfect. To have a 1000-nit display that's not a shit, more than likely somewhat shit Sony display. I can't comment on this built-in display yet. I haven't seen it, and I probably never will. For sure, it's worth it for $600 if you're doing this professionally or not often enough. I would totally buy it just for that. But to do 4K 60, no, I would never use that. It's so dumb. Yeah, you just don't need all that stuff. This is more than enough, especially with a powerful color grader. But it's just all these kids, falling to the trap that we did years ago. It's like, what? 4K 60 raw? Wow, Okay, to go shoot your hiking flower videos for Instagram. It's not gonna matter, dude. Then years later, when you're like, oh fuck, I have a 600 gigabyte project file. Oh shit, that was only a 30-second little spot I did for $200. You're probably gonna want to like compress that down and get rid of it when your Backblaze is like bitching at you, and your ISP is hating you for backing that up years later, and you have to deal with it for years and years. That's what people don't think about, and I do anymore. And I'm just like, fuck that. I'll still take 1080p to this day. Sorry, I just will. I don't care.
Yeah, although I guess the 1080p would probably look pretty sick at Sony. I mean, just like likely just high good bit rate stuff like that.
Yeah,
Probably would that side of it would probably look really nice and wouldn't overheat
sure,
and
yeah.
would be pretty sweet. So, and apparently they said the 1080 will go up to 240, so that's pretty sweet too.
I didn't look at the modes, and I don't know if the 1080s, because sometimes in these cameras the 1080 isn't that good, but we'll have to see. I'm sure that test will come out, because sometimes it's like really muddy, so it's better to do like the downsampling thing, which again, having an Atomos or the recorder that I have is totally fine if you're just doing a standard 30, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but sometimes like I think Canon and Sony before has botched the 1080 internal recording before, where it's just like really soft for some reason. I don't know why. It's the way they downsample it from the sensor, I guess. But then sometimes some cameras nail it. I will say with cameras that nail it every time are dedicated cameras, C200, C700, etc. Like all the big professional cameras. If you stick it in
That
whatever
are
mode,
in
whether
10
it's 1080,
that like only come in 1080. Yeah.
no, that not only come in 1080, but they do 4K and up. It's just that if you doesn't
Okay.
matter what mode you select,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's 1080 or 8K, it will
Right.
look super, super, super sharp. And if you compare it to even like 4K on a DSLR, it's so shitty on the mirrorless cameras. It's just that those cameras are so well made for video that the compression and the processing is so much better that it just looks good. I remember seeing a video that I think Potato Jet did, and he compared the standard EOS R versus I think a C700, which I mean, yeah, is a big stretch, but he compared like two 1080 modes, and the 1080 mode on the R, horrible, and then the one on the C700 is just so sharp. It's kind of mind blowing how night and day it is, and it shows you it's because they went through and actually paid attention that hey, when someone's paying probably 30K or whatever the price of that camera is for a camera, and they stick it in 1080, it is going to be good out of the box. There's no softness. It's going to look super good because that's what you fucking paid for. So it better. I think it's just laziness. I think Panasonic's done always pretty good with their 1080 modes on their cameras. Canon's been mixed bag. Sony's like mixed bag. But that'll be curious, yeah, if you just stick this in a 1080 mode, what it would look like. But I do know if you do have a recorder and then downsample it, it's always going to look good because that just. Interesting times. A lot of new stuff.
Your Skype went out for like another minute for some reason.
No, it's all good.
It was like silence.
Silence? Oh, well.
Oh man.
At least you heard it.
I figured you'd have tuned out by now. You don't have to sit here for our shows. You're so nice. Lulu's the nicest guy. Just the nicest. All right. Well, welcome back. Glad you are home safe. There's a lot of miles.
Yeah,
Always
Kevin didn't kill me.
Shit can always happen between there. Giving the view. Thanks, man. Always helping us out. One day we'll have views. I don't know.
One day. Almost 30.
I think, well, Facebook will be interesting because that's new. So we'll see what we get from Facebook. We'll just have to keep it light, keep it going, keep it fun, and then see kind of what Facebook gives us since we got, especially since like we got all these fucking bits and lightning bolts and weird shit from Mixer, and then it just disappeared. And I was like, well, we never cashed out on whatever those were, but
whatever.
Oh well. But yeah, I'll get Facebook Gaming, so we'll be up on Facebook Gaming on Thursday. I'm gonna get that up and running and see what that's about. Promoting the stream. You seriously should advertise on Finder Photo. Do like a 1 minute video promoting the stream. Yeah, I know. I mean,
People are like, what the fuck is this?
I know. We really only talk about the photography when it happens. Past that, I mean, I don't even know what else could come out this year that we'd really talk about in photography. That's the problem with like doing the Finder Photo is like we'd run out of content so fucking fast just because past this, it's like, okay, you got Canon, you got, Sony coming out with stuff, great, but then what happens? You know,
only
like
person
nothing
I can
else.
think who probably will come out with something is Panasonic at some point in the future with maybe a new GH series. Who knows? Although I've heard like
G6.
G6. Although I've heard like Olympus dropped out of the camera game in general, so that's like a big hit on Micro Four Thirds. And with everybody going full frame, that definitely is a scary time for Micro Four Thirds. And of course, the Panasonic does have their full frame line, so I could see them coming out with another one of that. But I mean, every other manufacturer's come out with the camera at this point. Fuji, Sony, Canon, Blackmagic. Who else is going to come out with the camera? Olympus, again, they just dropped. So, yeah, there's not much more to talk about. I mean, how many more times can you cover the exposure triangle and shooting waterfalls and slow shutter speeds and all that shit?
Don't go chasing waterfalls, sticking to the bitches and the streams that you're used to. I'm not as good as you, Lulu. God, we were on his stream like what, last night or something like that, and we were watching Monday night. Monday night. We went floating the river yesterday with Isaiah and Chrissy. We floated the Sandy River, and it was hot as balls out. We were just exhausted. I'm still just tired from yesterday. It was crazy. But yeah, we did this whole, that's why I was like, why is my face red? It's like his face is red, but I realized my mic is sticking out, so it's not.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. That's better.
I'll do it.
Yeah, so we watched his stream yesterday, and he sang some songs while he was like, you had some pretty hefty fireball. He's packing though. He's getting ready to go to the big NC, North Carolina, I think. He's going to Greenville or something like that. But yeah, I think he's finally heading out. And he's like, yeah, we all need to move to North Carolina and chill out there. I don't know. I would like it. I don't like snow. I don't like bugs. Those are the two big things that would deter me from any Eastern contingent upon chat. And chat wanted you to sing. You weirdo. It's tough doing it alone. Yeah, it's true. Although hopefully you weren't alone. We were just super tired. We had gotten back. We had just like floated literally all day. From 11 a.m. we floated from 11:30 we left, and we got out of the water at 4:30. And then we got lost driving back to the shuttle car. And so that was like 45 minutes. And then by the time we got home, it was like 6. And then we were streaming his stream on our phones on the way home, and it was breaking up. And then we got home and we listened to a stream for another like an hour. And then we just totally passed out and woke up this morning at like 8. So we slept like 12 hours or something, because that sun will do it. That sun will do it to you. So your mom, is she what, jogging now or something? She's like, I just did 5 miles. Like, what is she doing out?
Oh, no, probably walking.
Oh, just walking 5 miles?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's pretty standard.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, always does that when it's nice out.
They were talking about the Down to Earth show. They were talking about walking, and like the people that live like 100 plus walk every day, like couple miles every day, keeping active. Yeah. It's crazy.
Something I need to do, but I'm horrible at it.
Yeah. I am too. I don't really get out unless I absolutely need to these days. I got too much shit to do. Got that shit today. All right, man. Well, yeah, thanks for chilling, and welcome back to the Nutshell Show. And yeah, next we'll be checking out some Facebook gaming, seeing what's going on Thursday, and
getting banned from Facebook gaming title.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get banned on our first day. That would be like about a bitch. That'd be pretty amazing. But also, my damn computer, like a few times, did say that the encoding was overloaded for some reason. I don't know why OBS is doing that. It's being weird. And I have 74 dropped frames, which, you know, if you think about how many frames are in this show, 74 is like, it still says like,
that's nothing.
It's so funny because this is 0.0% because like, it's just not even, it's so nominal. But for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe Lulu saw it or something, that there was a little, I think whenever it overloads, it probably gets really jittery really quick. So
I think that's usually what your stream will do when the encoder can't keep up or whatever. So you're usually just like very low frame rate.
And then maybe since we're just chilling here, Lulu's hanging out, how is my voice to my face? Do I need to delay the audio at all? Yeah, Kyle went out like 2 or 3 times, but I want to make sure I sync my mouth with my voice. So just let me know if I need to change something real quick, and I'll just do it right now so that I can, because with this voice to face is perfect. Okay. Yeah. With this camera, it's going through USB. So I'm not using, Sluey Cam or whatever you were using before. Just cause Canon has a new beta software and it's seems to be working okay. I can't believe that I'm powered USB going through USB and it's been working this well the entire time. So I'm pretty impressed. I hope that I don't like hurt anything, like burn the camera out or burn like my anchor pack out or something, but it's able to do a 2-hour stream in pretty warm weather. Like it's like 78 in here. So, and I'm impressed that it has done as well as it has. But I am super stoked. I'm proud of my whole setup. I have a lot of technology packed behind my monitor. You've seen the pictures. It's pretty incredible.
It's a lot. Welcome to the club.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I got my light. I got my webcam. I got the camera. I got my Mac Mini packed behind there. All right angle cables though to go back and then around, which is pretty sweet. Like that's what I like. I even got a right angle network cable just because I wanted to plug in my Mac Mini to Ethernet. It's been wireless this whole time, but I wanted to go Ethernet so that I could back up my stuff better to my Drobo. And I was having some weird issues with my Drobo too, but I got those resolved. I don't know how. It was really weird. It like I would copy a big file from my PC and it would just like crash halfway through. And I've been having this for like months. And then like oddly enough, I just copied a file from my Mac because I was like, maybe it's just like my PC. So I copied a file from my Mac over to it, like a big file, like a big movie, like a 3 gig movie, and just like copy that over. And ever since then, my PC works just fine now. So it's like weird. I don't know why, but it's been months dealing with issues. So yes, technology. maybe I'll have my computer up and going by then, and won't have any more overloading issues and whatever. But we'll see.
That'll probably solve it. Yeah.
And then I can't wait for the raft update. Do we know when that's gonna happen?
I don't know. I don't think.
Because I want to like play. I want to play raft at full settings the next time we stream it.
A graphically intense game.
I know, but
oh, man.
I know I definitely would be able to go extreme. Don't you on raft? You probably go extreme and it's fine, right?
Yeah, whatever it is. Hey, you'll have the water effects that you
That's true.
Like.
Yeah, when I like pop out, I'm gonna be blinded for a second. I'm gonna have to disable that anyways. I fucking hate that. Just because I want to be able to see like right off the bat. I'm like, I don't need realistic water eye problems. But yeah,
of course you do.
Big shout out to Lulu. Thanks for taking over on the last two streams. They were super fun. Like I said, welcome back, Kyle, and we'll see you guys on Thursday. Facebook Gaming. FB.GG. Tune in, bitches.
Transvestite Clothing. Facebook.
Transvestite Clothing Review.